Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the NXT New Year's Evil Watch Along. It's Denise here. I'm so excited to be back once again covering NXT. It's been 2 weeks since I've covered NXT because of the holidays, but now it's a brand new year and I am back. There are no more holidays on Tuesdays to take off, so I'm here and I'm ready to watch this show. I'm so excited because today is also the first day that I finally get to watch NXT on a non-crappy service. I finally figured out a loophole. Now with all of the changes and everything going down, I finally figured out a loophole so that I can actually watch NXT. So I'm very excited that now this is on the table and, I can finally do this because that was part of the reason why I had never done any NXT watch-alongs before or anything like that. But finally got it solved. And today is looking like it's going to be a big show. I mean, we've been sort of been feeling that for a while now because We've been, looking at this whole entire card has been absolutely sick. Of course, we're going to have Giulia and Roxanne today. We're going to have Femi, Eddy, Thorpe, and Trick Williams in a match. We have the four-way for the women. And then The Rock is supposed to be here at New Year's Evil. Like, who would have thought that The Rock would be on New Year's Evil? So we are 4 minutes away from the show starting, and I cannot wait. So for those of you guys asking me, by the way, how to watch on California and what's the loophole? So many of you guys know that being out here in California, it's really hard to watch NXT on during live. So before, what I was doing was I had to, find alternative methods. And before, because the show was only available on the CW. I couldn't, even with NordVPN, I could not access the show on YouTube. I couldn't access it on CW. Like, there was no way, even with VPN, I couldn't get to watch NXT. So now, because the international people get to watch all of these shows on Netflix, and NXT's on Netflix now, I now have the option with a VPN to go through and watch on Netflix. So I just changed my location with a VPN, and now I get to watch on Netflix. So thank God for that, because I was struggling so much through trying to watch on the CW. It was just so freaking hard out here in the West Coast. So that's my new loophole that I can finally do now with all of the changes and the shows being put up on Netflix. It definitely changes everything for me now. So I'm very, very stoked about that. I do have to warn you guys, I am a little bit I got to drink a shit ton of water right now, though, because my throat is starting to be exhausted from so much talking. Believe it or not, I finally did so much talking that my throat is starting to tell me that I'm not 100%. So yeah. Anyways, but there you guys go. And Sean, yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed about for that loophole. Like, you can do this. Like, anybody can do this, guys. You just have to find a VPN and you can make it work. So yes, VPNs are a thing you can talk about on the air and you can make it work. So that's nothing that you have to keep quiet. Anyways, but let's go ahead and get into, we got our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much to Sheldon Jackson. He says, chances the Iron Survivors winners will actually win the titles tonight, since Roxanne is the only one to ever win the title after winning Iron Survivor. So this one's going to be very exciting, guys. I have no idea what is going to go down. I have an anticipation that Giulia will become champion here today. In regards to Femi and Trick Williams, though, I don't know. I guess it all depends on whether or not, Trick Williams might go up to WWE, but then at this to the main roster. But then a bunch of people also thought that might be Femi. So it just kind of feels like very up in the air. I do think, like, if we do see Trick Williams and Femi go up to the main roster, it would be like a huge loss to NXT. So in a way, I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen, because we need some of these people on NXT, but at the same time, wishing the best and seeing what goes down from that. So I don't know what the hell is going to go down tonight, and I'm ready to be surprised, guys. I really am. Thank you so much to Sheldon for sending in the super chat. I really appreciate you a whole lot. Raymond Williams says, "Hey Denise, are you the wildfires near you or the NXT stadium?" So the wildfires are happening in Palisades. Palisades is not close to where I live. The Palisades, let me check how far let me see. They are about 22 miles away from me. Actually, yeah. Let me see where everything's happening. Let me check Palisades. So I'm not, what do you call it? I'm not close to it. I'm definitely a little further from where all of that is happening. It's definitely a little bit more than 22 miles, actually. It's about it's literally an hour away from me with traffic and everything. So yeah, it's definitely not close to the fires at all. But thank you so much for asking. Oh, okay. So the show's about to start. And let's go ahead and get into let me put the audio up 1 second. All right, hold on. What is happening? All right, here we go. NXT starting. Let me get the volume up. Oh, that's too loud. Okay, I think that's good. Now. 1 second. All right, let me know if you guys can hear the audio. If you guys can hear the audio, let me know. I also got to turn off the subtitles. I am not going to watch wrestling with subtitles. What did I do? Hold on. All right. I messed up, then I'm removed from the live stream, but there, I'm good. I'm watching live. Here we go. Oh, this is so great. I have not seen NXT. I have not seen NXT clear fashion since we moved to Seattle. This is very, very exciting for me. I can actually see the show with everything looking the way that it's supposed to be looking. All right, and everyone's saying that it sounds good. All right, yes, good. All right, so we'll hang out, we'll watch NXT, see what goes down, and I'll be chatting with everybody here on the chat and everything. So we'll see what goes down. I think this is a pretty good prediction, by the way, from J. Mark Lucas here, who says Rock and Ava interaction. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening, and I think that'll be a very cool moment for her. So I kind of hope that they do something like that. And I would also like to maybe see him interact with like somebody else on the show, like somebody, you know, somebody else, maybe one of the men, Trick Williams, maybe over Femi, you know, somebody just to get that like additional rub from The Rock, because obviously, you know, Ava doesn't need the rub from her, like she doesn't need the rub. That's her dad, you know. So I would like to see a moment with him and Ava, as well as a moment with him and maybe somebody else from NXT as well. So we'll see what happens. Is this The Rock? I think it's The Rock. Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're kicking off NXT with The Rock, which is pretty much what I think a lot of people expected. So crazy. The Rock on NXT, guys. It really is a new territory. It really is a new era. So crazy. I can't get over it. The good thing is that it's at the Shrine, so it's going to look a lot different. It's not going to scream NXT. It's going to look a lot different. Wow, look at that stage. I was just saying, like, look at how different it's going to be. And yeah, you know, it doesn't look like your traditional NXT show, so it's not going to be as weird seeing The Rock there because this will obviously be a different type of venue. I haven't gone to the Shrine in God a really, really long time. I don't even remember when's the last time I went to the Shrine. I can't even tell you what I watched at the Shrine. No idea. No idea. I don't remember what I watched there. It's so funny.
2025 belongs to NXT.
I'm like looking in the crowd to see if there's anybody I know. I'm like, hey, maybe somebody that I know will be in the crowd. A bunch of people that I know, like from like friends and family, were at Raw yesterday. And I didn't even know they were going to be there until I saw like their Instagram stories and stuff. So I was like, oh shit, you're at Raw? You should have told me. I would have said hello to you. So yeah, I saw my cousins were there. There's a few people. Oh, we're kicking off with Giulia and Roxanne. All right, I was not expecting to kick off with this match. I thought this match was going to be the main event. Well, I guess the men. Sorry, guys. You know me. I tend to love the women just a little bit more. I guess I was under the assumption that maybe Giulia and Roxanne might open up my main event the show. So what I'm looking forward to in this match, or what I'm hoping for, is I think that Giulia and Roxanne, I hope that they go all out on this one because I think the last time we saw Giulia and Roxanne, like it was a good match, but I didn't think it was great. And I think this match, since it's their second time around having a singles match, it needs to be great. So that's sort of what I'm hoping for with Giulia and Roxanne. And then if Giulia does win here tonight, everybody's going to begin the conversation of like, oh my God, is Roxanne going to finally get called up to the main roster? I would hope she does if she does lose here tonight. She's been part of the Rumble before. She's wrestled on Raw after Mania before, but it still hasn't happened. So I feel like the time is now. Roxanne has legitimately proven herself this year that she is one of the top females in wrestling, not just on NXT, not just on WWE, but in wrestling. So, and I did like a whole video here on the channel that you guys check out where I spoke about like Roxanne Perez. She was in so many of my favorite NXT PLE matches. I don't know. I just thought she was absolutely great. So we'll see, man. I'm so excited.
I'm a big fan of everything Roxanne Perez has done throughout her NXT tenure. The NXT women's division as a whole, arguably the best women's division on the planet.
Yeah, she's really proven herself. I feel like Roxanne Perez, she had a lot of criticism. People were criticizing her a whole lot, but I really feel like she has like met the standard of what it should be to be an NXT Women's Champion. I'm rooting for you, Roxanne. Logan here says Roxanne will be a great rival for Tiffany. She'd be a great rival for just about anybody. Oh my God, I would love to see her and Io. I would love to see her and Lyra run it back once again on the main roster. I would love to see Roxanne and Chelsea Green. Roxanne, like, I mean, actually, we've seen Roxanne and Chelsea Green, haven't we? On NXT? Who was it that Chelsea Green faced again? It was Giulia. She faced Giulia. But did she also have a match with Roxanne? Someone correct me, because I know she had one with Giulia, but does she also have one with Roxanne? Either way, who else do I want to see her again? I mean, literally everybody. I can't wait to see her wrestle, like Bianca, for example. Like, I know she's gonna go to town with Bianca. So yeah, there's just a whole lot that I'm looking forward to for Roxanne's future.
I think we all can agree on.
I hope not. This is my same fear that M. Durrett has. He says, I'm afraid Roxanne would just get thrown in among all the other girls on Raw or SmackDown. There are so many girls on the main roster. That's always my fear, especially because we've seen it happen to so many people. But I do believe that Roxanne could be the exception to that because of how talented she is.
Front row at Stand and Deliver in Philadelphia. Eyes were locked on Roxanne Perez, and it was on that day Perez won the NXT.
Here we go. Let's see what they do.
Second time. Giulia, of course, made her debut here in NXT in September, a victory over the current Women's United States champion,
you see that?
Chelsea Green.
See that little hesitation right there from Giulia? That could be her major mistake tonight.
And then, yeah, there's just a lot. Andrea Preston, Denise, how about Tiffany versus Lola Vice? I mean, I would love that too, honestly. Thank you so much to Godfather Dom, by the way, for the nice comments.
And Roxanne Perez right now trying to wiggle her way free, almost in a pinning predicament.
And notice how unbothered Giulia was. Shoulders down. Giulia knows that she's a submission master. She doesn't have to rush into anything. A good jiu-jitsu player will wait for your opponent to make a mistake.
You know what? I give Giulia a big prop.
It's so dark in there, right? It's so dark. I'm like, I'm trying to see the people, but I can barely see them. It's so dark. I can only see the ones on the floor. Like, I can't see the ones on the top.
There's something about Giulia's presence, her aura, as the kids like to say these days.
I wonder if it's because of like the way the Shrine Auditorium is built. It looks like there's a big giant wall, and then the second floor is the second tier, but you get too much darkness on the way up, you know? That's probably why it's so dark. They're trying to like block out the walls.
Target acquired.
Ooh, what a boot to the face. I love Giulia's gear, by the way. Like, the colors are so pretty. The blues. She's got like mermaid No, she's got like Aladdin colors, like gold and greens and blues. She looks rich. I feel like I could like rub Giulia and make 3 wishes, like a genie lamp, you know? That's the colors that's what her gear is reminding me of. It's reminding me of Aladdin.
I understand we did. You need to switch to decaf. Perez right now is in control of this matchup.
See what I'm saying?
Bend and break the limbs. Perez in control. Don't miss a second of the action on picture break. Who's walking out with the goal?
Ooh, I wonder I'm curious to see how it looked like on Netflix commercial breaks. Oh, so Netflix commercial breaks is similar to how they do it on Max, where they just give you like a little ad. Oh, this is cute. So they do like B-roll shots of just the wrestlers. And in Spanish and in English, they tell you we'll be right back. Sorry, this is very... Oh, it's in all languages, not just like Spanish and English. So in all of these different languages, they're telling you we'll be right back. And then they just have like shots of the wrestlers. Oh, that is so much better than watching. It is so much better than watching commercial breaks, like for reals. This is so funny. I've never seen well, I didn't watch Raw on Netflix yesterday on Netflix. So is this how it was like this on is this how it was last night on Netflix for you guys when you guys watched Raw? Because I didn't watch the broadcast, so I don't know what you guys were seeing on TV. I have no idea. Honestly, you know, it's so funny because you can always there was some parts of the show where I'm like, are they even on a break? Like, when's the break? Like, you can even tell the way that you normally can when you go to live shows and you know it's the commercial break. So yeah. Okay, Logan Whitehouse said they were getting commercials. Let's see. For Raw, a friend says that they continued the matches. And then Mike C says they had commercials as well. So I guess it depends on where you guys are watching. Rock says, nah, it didn't have ads on Raw. So it kind of seems like everyone's a little bit different. Don says maybe overseas, but US Netflix had commercials. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Jay Moscow says Netflix had commercials during Raw. And then Yusef says there's no commercials at Raw internationally. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm on the VPN today. Duh. I'm slow, you guys. Sorry, I haven't slept. I have my mind in a million different places. I forgot that I'm on a VPN today. I'm from the UK right now. I'm in London. That's where my digital footprint is currently at. So this is what the people in the UK see. Oh, this is great. This is so great. I completely forgot, guys. Like literally completely forgot. I'm sorry if I'm incredibly slow right now. So that makes a lot more sense. Everyone's kind of doing the same thing I am, which is kind of great, honestly. It's a lot easier, especially if you are, based out in a place from Kieran writes, like, how did you go from LA to UK that fast? I'm like the Flash, guys. It just happens like this. I'm like the Flash. So for everybody watching, I'm watching on Netflix with a VPN. I'm not watching on the CW because I can't watch on the CW here in Los Angeles unless I watch it. I think for me, it comes out. Oh, the show's back on. The show for me is on super late. I think like 9 or 10 my time, which is already super late your guys' time. So I would not be able to cover NXT in real time, dealing with my CW. And then even then, let's say I was watching from home at my time, I have to watch on my TV. I can't even watch on my desktop, like legit.
Since 16 years old, she's been under those bright lights.
And big kick from Giulia, challenger right now, getting back into this matchup.
Perez looked rocked for the moment. Giulia with a very, very important moment to potentially recover, replan her game.
Well, for Roxanne,
also, thank you so much to Dan and Ryan who sent super chats. I'm going to get into those during the next commercial break, by the way. I just want to make sure to give people the proper attention for super chats and stuff during the commercials.
Tag team champion, 2-time NXT champion. Oh, yes, man. Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Going into the cover. Shoulders down, Challenger just able to
I
kick
really
out
liked
again.
Roxanne Perez's reign, by the way. Her matches this whole, the whole last calendar year were just phenomenal. Her bouts with Lola, Lyra, Jada, Jordan, Thea, God, so many others that I haven't even mentioned, but those were some of the big ones that she had. Like, she really did have a great NXT Women's Championship run. So if it ends here tonight, I want to make sure that Roxanne Perez gets her flowers for the string of matches that she had.
Look, you two need to keep it separated. I want to catch you to one at a Starbucks. It's a nice suplex.
Joseph Boza says today is 207, day 274 for Roxanne. Wow.
And this is starting to break down.
Imagine if she just continued holding it for like another year. That'd be so wild.
Dangerous game. You get your legs rocked from underneath you. Good luck getting back into the fight.
Ooh, Giulia getting Roxanne with some strikes, slapping her in the face.
That certainly is.
I'm checking out the action right now.
Joseph Boza says this is Roxanne's 9th defense of the NXT Women's Championship. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
This game by any means.
Look at the official right now checking on Giulia. That was wise of Perez. You talk about
Carlos V, I'm not sure if you saw my review of Raw, but Seth Green passed by me. Ooh, Roxanne just did a dive onto Giulia. So Seth Green passed right by me yesterday. And guess what, guys? I am taller than Seth Green. Isn't that wild? I'm taller than Seth Green. He was so tiny. Like, I could not believe it. I was bigger than him. Like, I felt like Andre the Giant next to him. That's how much bigger I felt than Seth Green. I was like in awe of his size. Oh, beautiful superplex.
You said it earlier, Corey. They're gonna have to pull out.
Perspire says, "How tall are you?" A lovely 5 feet, exactly 5 feet. So I feel like he's. I don't know what his Wikipedia height says, but it ain't 5 feet, bro.
Wow.
Oh, great. Ooh.
Whoa.
Cover for the title.
Whoa.
Okay.
That was close. That was close, Vic.
What a match this has been.
First we see the butterfly.
Thank you so much, Dawn. She says, love the review show. You touched on every single big moment. Thank you so much, Dawn. I shot that video at like 1:30 a.m. and I was doing my makeup at like 1 in the bathroom. I'm like, what is life? Like, I'm out here doing my makeup at 1 a.m. Like, what am I doing?
Perez right now has got Giulia 6, center of the ring.
Do your job, ref.
Let's see how Giulia gets out of this.
Stop it, man.
Crossface that Roxanne has on right now. Oh, she's good. She's good. She's going to get to the ropes. Oh, never mind. Roxanne just... Oh, wait. Roxanne let it go.
Turning right around, looking for
Pop rocks? Nope, didn't get it.
Challenger, charging right in.
Ooh, brutal drop kick. She like crunched up Giulia's body, like just crunched it on up.
Gotta appreciate the sense of urgency.
That's so wild.
Felt by Roxanne Perez at this juncture, but hold on a second.
Nice, some action on the outside there.
Tom. That was nasty.
And the only way Giulia can win the
championship. So Dawn, back to what you were saying, I was trying to remember everything that happened on the show last night, and I just felt like there was so much that went down. Wait, who is that? Oh, it's Cora. It's Cora. Okay, she's helping out Roxanne. I feared for a second that she wouldn't help Roxanne. But she did help Roxanne. Or who knows, maybe she helps her right now, but then turns on her afterwards. Pop rocks. Nope. 1, 2, 2. She kicked out of the pop rocks.
Giulia kicked out, but look at Roxanne. Fujiwara armbar.
Oh, the referee's distracted.
Armbar's locked in.
Oh, okay, okay.
Jade just got tossed by the
Okay.
official.
Armbar. Oh my God, she's like trying to snap her arm.
Shoulders down. Near fall had relinquished the hold.
That was sick. She was just like,
oh,
what a knee.
Under the jaw.
Oh my gosh, I think Giulia's winning.
Can she power through? Second time.
Oh my God. You can't eliminate Roxanne. You can't defeat Roxanne just like that, though. A little bit more. A little bit more. Oh. Oh, man. I was actually thinking they'd go just a tad bit longer. Only because I have seen Roxanne Perez kick out of so many crazy maneuvers that, like, I wasn't expecting her to just be taken out just like that. But there you go, guys. Julia is now your NXT Women's Champion. Wow.
What an effort by both.
Wow. All right, let me screenshot this. Hold on, guys.
To Giulia. You talked about the hype before Giulia's arrival here in
This
NXT.
is wild. I mean, I
would say
think
that
everybody
tonight,
knew,
with
like,
that
even
performance,
before
Giulia has
she
silenced
came
her.
into, even before she came into NXT, everybody was pretty much expecting her to be the one to dethrone Roxanne Perez, and it officially happened.
Giulia was able to kick out, and then Wisely was able to counter, shift the weight momentarily, with bam, hit that devastating Arrivederci knee, following it up with the second Northern Lights bomb to put away Roxanne
Wow.
Perez and Ed Perez.
I'm kind of sad. I love Giulia, but I'm kind of sad about
But take a look, gentlemen. Take a look, NXT.
I'm kind of sad about Roxanne Perez losing her title. I don't know what. I'm in the feels right now, guys. I'm in the feels. I'm feeling a little emo right now. And I think it's because I was such a big fan of Roxanne's reign. And even though I knew this was happening, even though I knew this is how it was going to go down, I'm still a little sad. All right, let's see what you, the people, are saying. Everyone's saying great match. Kyle Miller's prediction, she's going to be number 23 in the Rumble. Who's that?
I know exactly what.
Oh, it's Eddy Thorpe.
Eddy, you have a big triple threat.
Oh, the boy who cried wolf.
Really?
I was attacked.
This time he was probably really attacked, and Ava's not going to believe him because he faked it last time. He's the boy who cried wolf. Oh, I hope this means that we're going to get Trick versus Oba one-on-one, because I would much prefer to see that match versus the triple threat match. I think it'd be so much better to see Trick and Oba one-on-one the way that it was supposed to originally be. Let's see what else everybody's saying, though. Andrea Price says, I'm glad Roxanne got beat. Let's see. Everyone's saying Eddy got whooped. Peter Carlos says Eddy better run, final bosses in the house. Oh, Peter, you're so right. I forgot about that. That was right. Remember that he put his hands on Ava? Oh, dude is done. Dude is going to get taken out by The Rock. He's going to be taken down. Oh, my God. All right, we're going to a commercial break. We got the women's fatal four-way coming up next. Sorry, guys. My mind, so since I didn't cover NXT on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, I feel like there's so much that I kind of just like, I don't have that like ongoing string of NXT events in my head. And so it's kind of all out the window right now. So everything's coming back to me. All right. We got Superfro here who says, no, I can't believe she lost. I know. I'm kind of sad, but I'm really excited. Oh, but hey, now that's the other thing. Is Roxanne going to go to the main roster? Someone's already predicting her Royal Rumble number. She was in the Rumble before, but hopefully now she not only appears in the Rumble again, but this time actually goes to the main roster. So we'll see. I want to thank Dan Lutzka, by the way, for this super generous super chat. Dan, thank you so much. He says, great job last night. Last night was wild, guys. There was just a lot going on, a bunch of different things that went down. And I was very lucky to get like 6 interviews. There were still a lot of people that I wanted to talk to. I just didn't get a chance to. But I spoke to 6 people. I got to reconnect with Sean Waltman, which was really great. I always loved seeing Sean. And, you know, he broke the news on the interview that we did together that he had diverticulitis and that Kenny Omega helped him out. I had actually already known that. Because I ran into Sean a couple months ago on, what did I say? It was one of those pay-per-views, guys. I forgot which PLE it was, but both Sean and I were on the exact same flight. And that was when he had told me about the diverticulitis and about Kenny Omega. And I didn't know that he was going to like reveal it in the interview. So when he revealed it in the interview, I was like, all right, like, you know, now we can talk about it in a public manner, but he's doing good now. He took care of his physical, like his physical body, like he's doing a lot better. He's had to change, his diet and things like that. So he's doing good. And that's the most important part, because it's very, very scary. It's so crazy how like sometimes you think things are rare, but then the more you hear about things happening to people, you're just like, oh shit, like, no, like this is something that does happen kind of often. So it's very scary, guys. Take care of yourselves out there, man. Take care of yourselves. But damn, thank you so much for the super chat. And I'm so thankful that you liked everything that I did last night. I was very excited about posting everything up and getting to ask all the questions on the presser. That was pretty fun too. I think I just kind of got a little lucky at the presser because it was sort of a mix of, there was way more entertainment media outlets than wrestling media outlets. So it kind of helped being the wrestling person in the room because I just knew what questions to kind of ask to certain people. So I think that's why they kept going to me, because it was so funny. I'd be sitting there and I'd feel someone tap my shoulder and they're like, oh, you're next. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm next. All right, I'm next. Think of a question. Great. Here's the question. Let's go. Let's rock. So some little behind the scenes tidbits. Ryan Adams says, if the rumors of Liv Morgan moving over to SmackDown are true, okay, if the rumors of Liv moving over to SmackDown, have Roxanne go to Raw and fill in that spot. Well, it's so hard, right? Because Roxanne can't fill right now the shoes of Liv because Liv has been established on the main roster a lot longer and she's more known. And so you can't really Roxanne can't really go right now and do that because she's not yet as known. So it'd be kind of asking too much of her. But the way that I do think she can fill in that spot is just by being like a really incredibly active wrestler. If they just have Roxanne Perez go out there and just have matches, like, that's a start, right? That's a start for people to get familiar with her and to get people to know her a little bit more, right? Because I know sometimes we forget, but a lot of the people that don't watch NXT, like, they don't know a lot of these NXT people the way that we know the NXT people. And I know sometimes we can't really fathom that, but it's true though. Like, a lot of people don't know the NXT people. So you got to give them a second to learn about them a little bit more. But yeah, I do see big things for Roxanne. I think everybody does. Thank you so much, Ryan. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine. Cyclops, how you been, man? He says, if Giulia loses, I'm performing seppuku in protest. Well, thankfully she didn't lose, and you don't now have to do that. Cyclops is better than Wolverine. Thank you for the super chat. We got Chris Fires who says, I was more impressed by Roxanne Perez than Giulia. Interesting hot take, but I don't disagree, honestly. Like I was saying earlier that I thought that the first match that Roxanne had with, and we're back here, by the way, let me put the volume back up. I was saying that the match that Roxanne first had with Giulia was good, but it wasn't great. I thought this one was another really good match, but I still think the match that she had with Stephanie Vaquer, the match that she had with Jordan Grace, the match that she had with Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Lyra Valkyria, Thea Hale, I still thought all those matches were stronger than the ones that she had with Giulia. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Brandon Rosen says, thank you, Chris. Brandon Rosen says, Roxanne had a nice long run. She'll be okay. But I'm sad, Brandon. I'm going to miss her on NXT, but obviously, and I say I'm going to miss her on NXT with the assumption that she may be going up. But I also think that they're trying to trick us, right? But then again, Royal Rumble season's coming up. We're all expecting it. See what Javon Evans has to say.
I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't talk. I'm gonna find you. So she did the surgery.
Why does Ethan Page look so scary with those glasses while he's doing such gruesome things?
So what she did to me is then I can feel my face.
Oh, is it time? Oh, I think it's time for the 4-way. Lola, she's fabulous. Oh, I just know everybody in the crowd is dying over Lola right now. I was gonna say a Latina woman in Los Angeles. Woo! The crowd's gonna be all over Lola. I can bet that every single person in there that's into women is absolutely enamored right now with Lola Vice.
Oh yes, man.
I mean, look at Booker T. Booker T's Booker T's like that for everybody. So
capture gold in the new year.
Lola finished 2024 off with a bang, man, big win, and now stepping into 2025. I think she.
All right, so Cora, Stephanie, Lola, and Kelani, which are literally all some of the top girls on NXT.
Jade has already made her presence felt. Fatal 4-way. First one to score a pinfall.
Number one
submission.
contenders fatal
The
four-way
number
match.
one contender for
Ooh.
Fallon Henley's Women's North
Who do we think's
American
winning this one,
Championship.
guys?
I'm still stunned, by the way. The Rock is going to be here tonight on NXT.
Also got a brand new NXT Women's Champion.
King of Strong Style says, I need the VPN. They didn't show Cora's entrance.
You can say that again. Hey, you go, Corey, I hate to put you on the spot.
I think I
but
saw
as
Cora's entrance.
Stephanie-
Wow.
No, I didn't see
who
Cora's
right now
entrance
has the
either.
shoulders
They only
down,
showed
kick out.
Stephanie's entrance
Has Stephanie
and
Vaquer
Lola's
lived
entrance.
up
They didn't show
tonight? That's what we
Kelani
talk about with
or
Giulia,
Cora
another
Jade.
cover, and now all these women right now trying to look for that quick
WWE
pinfall
2K
and that
Universe
crucifix
mode is
down
going
before
for
they-
Stephanie Vaquer. Harold is going for Lola. Chris is going for Stephanie. Chris, Stephanie. Clarice, Stephanie. Nathan says Lola should win it, but I think Steph will take it. Terrence is like, Charnel's gonna slap Booker if he don't calm down. It's so funny. Octopus with no friends says, is this the sexiest four-way, fatal four-way ever? It might be, honestly. You got a little bit of everything in there. Whatever tickles your pickle, you're probably gonna find it in this match. Why is Booker doing those sound effects when Stephanie is freaking smashing her face like that with her knee?
But this is the dangers.
That was
of a
so
fatal
inappropriate,
four-way.
Booker.
You were telling me this earlier. It's
So
hard to
inappropriate.
get that first victory. Got to have eyes in the back of your head.
I think that was too much for me. Can't handle it. We got a lot of people going for Stephanie, by the way. Good, because my gut was kind of going with Stephanie too. But I'm kind of cool with anybody in this match, to be honest. I like them all, so.
And I know I asked you about
King of Strong Style is like, is my dog Booker okay?
I think Kelani Jordan has all of the tools to be a megastar here in WWE. I think.
Oh no, Judah.
Kelani may lack
Booker
killer
sounds like
instinct.
so bad.
Thanks for giving me something to
Look,
agree with you.
it's a new
Thank you,
year.
thank
You guys got an olive branch. It's going to be a beautiful partnership.
Nice.
Kalani
Kalani was like this springboard corkscrew flash. Cora with a senton.
140 days, won the title ladder match at Battleground, but who will be the number one contender for that title? We find out tonight.
Oh, we're going to commercial break. All right, we're on a commercial break. In the meantime, let me catch up here with the super chats, by the way. Thank you so much to anybody, by the way, who sends these in. Where am I at? Oh, yeah. Steven Martrulli here says, give me Roxanne versus Alexa Bliss. Dude, I just want to see Alexa Bliss. I wonder if maybe she'll be a surprise at the Royal Rumble. I don't know. I was a big Alexa Bliss fangirl at one point, so I always have this soft spot for Alexa Bliss. I just think she's so cool. And I kind of want her to come back and just have people on her side again, right? Because like with the last character that she was doing with her playground and the Lily doll, she would get like a lot of hate for that. And I always kept like defending her because I'm like, damn, even though it's not this ideal role for Alexa Bliss, she was doing such a good job. Her character work was really, really good. She showed so much dimension and range in what she can do and how she can act. But I also want her to come back and maybe be a little bit more serious so that she can get some of that respect back, I think. And I do think that Alexa Bliss's return will get a massive reaction from the people because I think a lot of people remember Alexa Bliss more from her championship runs, Little Miss Bliss, and all of what she did prior to like Lily's playground and that sort of silly stuff. Thank you, Steven. We got Ryan Adams who says Rock is filling in for Eddy and winning the title. I wish I had the Rock meme on deck from the documentary where he's like, and then I suggested, you know, the meme that was going around when that documentary came out, and then I said I should become NXT champion. Honestly, look, I don't put it past The Rock, but let's be real, it ain't gonna happen. But that's really funny though. Ryan, thank you so much for the laugh. We got the Champ 39 who says, congratulations to Giulia, and can we all agree Giulia is every man's dreams girlfriend? You're probably gonna have to ask all the other men in this chat, though. I can't really comment on that one, but the Champ 39, I'm glad to see that you are a fan of Giulia. She's gorgeous. I love the way she does her makeup and all of that. As someone that's really into that kind of stuff, like fashion and wardrobe and the way people dress and the way that they look. Mind you, I look like shit right now, but regardless, I like to look at that stuff and I like to see people just be Be cool. I like people with cool looks. The Champ 39, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Chris Spires who says this was the first time watch NXT since they've been on the CW. Oh, Chris, this is your first time watching NXT since the CW? That is so great. And honestly, I'm not surprised because a lot of people have struggled with watching NXT on the CW, myself included. So now a lot of people will be able to watch NXT a lot more easier. So that's just a lot better in my opinion. So hopefully you're having a good time watching NXT and what they have to offer, because they are a good show, guys. Like, they really are. I feel like 2024 has probably been like the best in terms of like the growth for NXT to like the new era of NXT, the non-black and gold era. And they've proven themselves. Like, they got in some really great buzz. The people care about the stars that they're trying to develop. And you really can't ask for more than that, honestly. Chris Spires, thank you so much for the super chat, man. And we are back here on NXT.
We are sold out in Los Angeles. Who will be the #1 contender for the NXT Women's North American Championship? All four of these women have been taking it to the other in this matchup. And look who is standing. Look who is in control. As Kelani Jordan right now. Whoa! Obviously trying to prove, Booker, she's no longer a little sister in the locker room.
Coming from that NIL program, oh,
I like how they said Kelani's trying to prove that she's not a little sister anymore in the locker room. I feel like she proved that the second she became NXT North American Women's Champion. Excuse me, the inaugural NXT North American Women's Champion.
Here comes Lola Vice from behind, looking for a sleeper.
Trying to lock it in. Nice counter, shoulders down.
Beautiful switch.
And a near fall, and bam! Here comes that strike.
Ooh, Lola. Ooh, Lola. Damn, girl. What? Damn. Dude, she went in like full Energizer bunny mode with those kicks. She was not stopping. What are those like little toys? The ones that like do the spin? The ones that spin? That's how Lola looked to me. Like the little toy that spins.
Right now, seeing this action.
I'll tell you, Fallon Henley better be focused on one thing and one thing alone. And that's the task at hand.
She was like wrestler ballerina.
Keep an eye on this match, no doubt.
She was just spinning.
Handle business as it comes your way.
Gnarly landing, but right in.
Beautiful drop kick.
Super froze. Like Denise had the same reaction as me. Logan Whitehorse says Lola is on fire. Oh, crossbody. Nice crossbody from Stephanie Vaquer.
Look who has an opportunity now. It's Kelani Jordan.
But they're just cracked open. Kelani joins up top. Here we
go.
Kelani's
going for moonsault. Yep. Oh, ooh.
Moonsault from the Michigan State alumni, and she's in the driver's seat
this
now.
four-way has been fun.
Do it inside the squared circle.
They're all kind of getting their little moments in there.
High cross body connects. Vaquer able to roll through. Vaquer rolled through. Near fall. Oh, a half second away. Right up swing, missed wildly. Kelani able to roll through, shoulders down one more time. Nice counter, nice pivot, nice pinning predicament.
Oh, beautiful, Stephanie.
Breaking up the count.
I don't even know what she did, but she just turned Kelani like inside out.
Vaquer to the floor right.
Oh, baby.
And a big jumping knee from Cora Jade.
Cora Jade, I talked about that reset from Cora Jade. Couldn't start here tonight. Oh, man.
Olympic slam.
Lewis S says Kelani or Stephanie are his picks.
And Kelani now. Looking for possibly a 5-star pro. Having to roll through.
Kelani.
Moving, tried to switch gears.
Oh, they are killing it.
Breaking loose.
Talking about being in the right place at the right time. Stephanie Vaquer looking to cash in, Vic.
Say that again. Looking for the S.
Ooh. That didn't look perfect, but. Oh, damn. The whole match was perfect. The finish was a little wonky, but like the entire match, though, was so much fun. Oh, Stephanie's now the #1 contender. Ah, she's totally going to lose to Giulia. Damn. I was gonna say they're not gonna have Stephanie like defeat Giulia in her first title defense, but it's gonna be a good match though. So we're at least gonna get Stephanie and Giulia, going at it. So that'll be definitely fun to see. But yeah, Stephanie's just proving herself left and right that she's a tremendous wrestler. Alba and Isla, I got to talk to them guys. Check out the interview here on the channel.
The women's tag titles. Fantastic. Thank you, Eva.
Excuse me, Ava. Sorry to interrupt, but you've
Sarah's also the best. Spoke to her yesterday too.
Fine. This is exactly what he did
Off
last
camera.
time. He can moan and groan and pretend he's hurt, but I'm not falling for it. The match is staying a triple threat.
Eddy.
Oh.
I did attack him. And I did it willfully too because he smashed me across the face with that trophy last week.
I love that black turtleneck. That's a good look.
I did see that, but you know what? The match is still staying a triple threat.
No, Ava.
That's if he makes it. But whether he does or he doesn't, the result remains the same.
Ava girl, come on, get rid of Eddy Thorpe and make it one-on-one. But yeah, considering that he's the boy that cried wolf, he's going to have no choice but to get into the ring and have the match. We got King of Strong Style who says put the Rock in the match. He's like, don't worry, baby girl. I got you, all right? No need to worry, little Miss GM. I will get into this match. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, 72K4 says, wait, it's Steph versus Fallon. Was it for the North American title? Oh, I thought it was for the Women's Championship. Oh, it's for the NXT North American title. So it'll be Stephanie versus Fallon Henley. Okay, that changes everything. All right. I thought that was for the NXT Women's Championship. My bad. Thank you for the chat for letting me know. Ooh. Oh, that changes everything. I can see Stephanie winning. I can see Stephanie winning. She might win. But I really love Fallon Henley. I think she's great, but I can see them taking the title off of her and putting it on Stephanie. Wow. I almost I feel bad though, because I really like Fallon and I don't want her to lose the title. I like everybody, damn it. I'm telling you guys, the NXT women's division is my favorite. So, yeah. All right. But anyways, good to hear that. So now we still don't know who then is Giulia's next opponent. Okay, that makes sense. See, guys, this is what happens when you miss 2 weeks of NXT. You're completely out of the loop. All right, we got a lot of people thinking that Stephanie's winning that. We got Corinda Snowden here saying the same exact thing. Let's see what else. We got more people basically saying the exact same thing. Van76 says both Giulia and Stephanie may rule NXT as champions. Superfro says here Steph is going to win. Yatik Sahu says they will build both the titles with Steph and Giulia. So great to see you, Yatik. And then people asking where they can stream NXT. Netflix on a VPN if you are in the United States. If you are international, you should be able to watch it on Netflix regardless. So I guess depends on where you live. All right, let's see, where am I at here? I'm trying to catch up here on the super chats. This is Ryan Adams. Thank you so much, Ryan. He says, what are your favorite look from one of the talents on the red carpet? My girlfriend loved Dakota Kai's look, and she's said she's stealing it for our trip to Bora Bora. That's so great. It's so fun, by the way. Like, as a girl, we all take inspiration from each other. My favorite thing yesterday that I saw was that so many of the girls, myself included, and Natalia and Kathy Kelly and a bunch of the other girls, they were all wearing red dresses, like very simple, cute statement red dresses. That was kind of the theme that I saw a whole lot of. I thought that Natalia looked great. I thought that Kathy Kelly looked great. I thought everybody looked great, honestly. But I would probably say that the little red dress look was definitely my favorite of the night for sure. I'm gonna go with that answer. But yeah, it was so nice to just get to see everybody in a different kind of an element. Everybody was dressed to the nines, feeling good, lots of just good energy. I didn't get a chance to look at the food, though. I should have probably done that. I didn't do that. There was like a bunch of food and stuff. I didn't even look at it, to be honest. I just know it was there. I should have probably looked. I didn't eat dinner last night until I came back. and I just ordered chicken nuggets and French fries. So I probably could have had all this really nice fancy food, and then I came home and ate chicken nuggets. Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat. We got stupid because I don't like to eat, and this is like one of my rules is I don't like to eat when I'm doing interviews because I always have a fear of like one, especially if like I just have a fear that I'm gonna get sick. Right. And it's happened to me before where I've gotten sick at a show and it's not fun. You don't want to get sick when you have to work. And also, I always fear having like, you know, you don't want to smell like food when you're so close to people and you're doing interviews. And so I always have that in the back of my mind. And I'm like, I would hate it if I was interviewing someone and they were like, oh, she smells like she ate a pepperoni pizza. So I always think about little things like that. And so I don't eat before interviews. And then I didn't eat during the show because I was so excited about the show that I just didn't eat. So then I came home and then had chicken nuggets. So yeah, that was what went down last night. Yes, Brewster, I had that dirty Dom food. And then guess what? So last night, I don't know why, but McDonald's was giving away free French fries on the Uber Eats app. So I ordered my 10-piece chicken McNugget meal. And if you ordered fries, it was buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. I don't know why, but it was. And so I had fries last night with my meal. And then today I had like Nashville hot chicken and pasta that I had from my house. And then I just added my McDonald's fries, my extra McDonald's fries that I had. So I had McDonald's fries 2 days in a row. Although they weren't really good today though, because even though I heated them up on the microwave, they taste the same. Like the flavor was completely gone. Day old fries, or not even a day old, like a couple of hours ago fries, they just don't hit the same. So they weren't as enjoyable as they were last night, but I had the best time last night. I was chowing down on them chicken nuggets. So yeah, Louis says like you're gonna smell like Dom nuggets. For reals. King of Strong Style. She also had the little red dress on. Nikki Bella stole the show. She looked great. So great, man. So great. Yeah. We got Josh Perry Bloodline here who says, I just like to say that I like watching WWE a lot. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for hopping on to the watch along. All right, let me get the volume up because we're back on the show.
Los Angeles, California was the home of their premiere of Raw.
Dude, I didn't even see the front of the Intuit Dome. I didn't see all this yesterday.
The City of Angels.
They have?
Like all the biggest
I didn't even see any of that. Wow. Man, I missed out on all of that. I didn't see any of that because I had to park on the East Garage, and then from the East Garage, they took you to the press area. So I didn't get to see any of the front of Intuit Dome. Oh, look, there's the freeway. I'm like, there's the freeway.
The City of Angels,
I get so excited whenever they're showing like footage. Oh, there's Triple H and Nick Khan.
Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque, President and CEO Nick Khan, taking WWE to new heights in 2025, and right now taking in everything New Year's Evil has to offer, sold out in Los Angeles.
I like how Triple H is like, yeah, he's vibing, like I'm on camera, woo, and Nick Khan's like, you know, just doing this. He like doesn't look, he looks like he doesn't know what to do with his hands. You know, when you start to overthink, what do I do with my hands? I feel like that was Nick Khan right now. He was like, where do I put my hands? Up here, down here. I'm going to look this way. I'm going to look that way. Kind of be a little chill. And Triple H is all soaking in the admiration. So funny. It's so funny, the difference. So funny. Man 76 is how much was parking at the Dome. For media, they do comps, so I didn't have to pay for parking. I don't know how much the parking was, but I know when I go to Kia Forum, it's $45. When I go to SoFi, oh boy, that's like 60 to 100 to even more, depending on the lots that you pick. Because basically what it is in that area, there's three major event venues. It's Kia Forum, SoFi, Intuit Dome. And so they have a bunch of different parking structures, some that are specific to Kia, forum, some that are specific to SoFi, some that are specific to into a dome, and then there's some extra ones. Like they have a really, usually where I like to park is they have a school across the street. There's a school that during the weekends they rent out their parking spaces, and it's really great because all the money goes back to the school. So I usually like to park there when I go to SoFi, like during the weekends. It's so much easier to park there too. But yeah, there's a lot of like hidden parking, and also another thing that people do in that area of Inglewood is people rent out their own parking spaces. So if you have your driveway and you want to rent it out for like $20 to somebody, you can make yourself a nice little chunk change, considering that you know they charge an arm and a leg for parking. But a lot of people also do that. Oh, there's Shotzi. Here we go. It's the trios match. That's right. I forgot about that. I like them all as a team, by the way. I liked them as a team from the moment they decided they were going this direction. But yeah, so a lot of people make money like that, like a little extra cash by there's even people that drive people. They might live like a couple of minutes away, but they'll have them park at their house, pay like $20, and then they drive them to the venue and then pick them up, and the whole time their car is parked in somebody's driveway. So it's kind of cool to see like people make money like that.
Don't ask Shotzi or anybody else in this matchup.
It means we finna eat and drink and be merry.
Don't feed into it.
All right, here we go.
What I want to get to is Cora, because he's going to have a good thought on this. We saw a new NXT Women's Champion earlier in Giulia. You see the extra aggression in this
I love
matchup.
Tatum.
So how does that sort of shake up into the cover goes Tatum? Hooking a leg and a
I
kick
hope
out.
Tatum is the breakout NXT star of 2025. I'm rooting for her to break out this year.
Their way up the same ladder. Now you have a different target that could force you to adjust your game plan. It could force you to stay.
Brister says, I saw someone call them Hot Topic. They 100% are Hot Topic. 100%.
Kind of feel that Jasmine
Durrett says, like the new version of the Riot Squad. For real.
She doesn't know any
For
better.
real.
She like Tyreek Hill. She needs to get out of fatal influence.
J Moscow Tatum Tuesday.
On the job training, Vic. That's what this is.
Well, the thing for Paxley, Shotzi, and Dolin.
King of Strong Styles is 2025 Powder Puff Girls. Yo, for real. For real. And they all have the different colors, like the Powder Puff Girls.
Hook of the leg and a near fall.
Fatal influence finding out in the early moments of this matchup. It's one thing to invite chaos into the ring. It's another entirely to experience it, to be trapped in the ring with
I like
chaos.
that Fatal Influence is finally matching their gear.
This is the game plan right here. What are you talking about?
That was one of the things that I wanted to see them do, like from the beginning.
And right back in comes Shotzi, and the champion is rocked. And, you know, you start to wonder, was Fallon focused on this matchup? Cora, you said she should be. Booker, I wonder, with a new #1 contender for her title, that being Stephanie Vaquer, is she fully focused on this moment here in Los
Fallon
Angeles?
may be a little bit distracted. Of course she may be. She's
Cover
changing.
here by cover, hook of the leg.
You got everybody out coming out of the woodwork trying to get a piece of the action, of course.
Well, NXT Universe here sold out. Los Angeles, the historic Shrine Auditorium, which, by the way, has been around for almost 100 years.
Wow, 100 years. Damn. Hey,
Hey,
Chris says, are wildfires affecting your area, Denise? No, it's a little further away from me. It's about an hour away, so I'm okay here in the where I live. Yeah.
Come on, referee.
All
Do
6
your
women
damn
in the
job.
ring. Things are breaking down now here in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And look at which
Yeah,
trio
everything here is
standing
very
tall
like,
for the moment. Shotzi looking to float.
ooh. It takes an hour to get anywhere. How many of you guys have seen the movie Clueless?
She's one
So in
step
the movie
ahead.
Clueless, the dad tells the chair, she's like, it takes 20 minutes to get anywhere in LA. 20 minutes. That used to be true. Back in the day when there wasn't like as much traffic or as many people, it literally took 20 minutes to get anywhere. Now it takes 45 minutes to an hour to get anywhere. 45 minutes to an hour to get like 13 miles.
Combustible elements exploding.
Yeah. Literally. Like right now, from me to the Shrine Auditorium, let's say right now I wanted to go and watch NXT. It's 10 miles away from where I live, and it's 30 minutes right now if I were to leave my house right now. 30 minutes for 10 miles. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're back on a commercial break. Let me go ahead and get into the rest of the super chats. Brister's like, I could not live in LA. It's not bad. You get used to it. You get used to the traffic. You find ways to cope with the traffic. I, listen to podcasts or music. And sometimes you just, get lost in your thoughts. That's always nice. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Steven Marchulli who says Chidadu will be right about Jordan's heel turn. Oh my God. He has been advocating for that heel turn for the longest time. He's going to be so happy. Chris Spire says, I like how NXT gives women a lot of TV time. Yes, because they're the stars of NXT and they know it. They know it. We all know it. It's not even like a secret anymore. I think in the beginning it kind of was. Like nobody was saying it out loud. And then finally, everybody just started saying it out loud. And now we all recognize and acknowledge the NXT women's division. Dan Lutzka, thank you so much for the generous super chat. He says, if The Rock becomes NXT champ, I'm done. That would be so funny. I feel like if this was an April Fool's edition of NXT, I would laugh my ass off if we saw something like that. But yeah, this is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. What I do hope happens though is that he takes out Eddie Thorpe though for messing with Ava. So that I do hope we see. Dan, thank you so much for the joke. I appreciate you, man, and the super chat. We got Paul Morales in the building. I know you were at the show last night. I was wondering about you to see. I actually did think about you when Rhea Ripley came out too, which you're mentioning right now. He says it was an emotional night for my wife and I when Rhea won, holding our daughter Ali's picture. We cried and cheered loudly. Then Taker came out after Rhea won was epic. I was thinking about you when Rhea came out. I was wondering because I didn't know where you were sitting, and I was thinking like, you know what, like somewhere in this building right now, Paul is having a special moment. So I just wanted you to know that I thought about you during that, but I'm so happy that you got to experience that and have that kind of an emotional moment, because I think sometimes, we connect things to our lives and people sort of forget what things might mean to somebody. And, you shared your story with me and with a lot of the DWM people here about, your daughter and her being a Rhea Ripley fan. And so I in the midst of all of this, everything that you've gone through, the fact that you got to experience that nice little moment, I'm really happy that you guys got to experience that. So hopefully you guys had a good night. Seriously, I hope you guys had a good time and enjoyed the show and just had a good time. Thank you, Paul. We got Corey MacArthur in the building. He says, what's going on, Denise? Enjoyed the content from yesterday. Natalia was spot on about you. An epic night for Raw. Every WWE show has been big time. Natalia was so great, guys. She said the nicest things to me. I still have to clip that out. I'm planning on clipping that out and sharing that tomorrow. But it's up right now in the full interview for people to check out. And she's just the best. She's like legitimately a nice person. And we are back on NXT. I was so thankful for her words, and they really meant a lot considering that she's been in the business for 18 years. So for her to say all the nice things she did, it really, really hit. It really, really hit. Thank you, Corey. We also got John Taylor in the building. He says, just stopping by to say hi real quick. Okay, Denise, how long was your nap today? I think I slept
Tatum Paxley has been in trouble.
a few hours. I slept like 6 hours last night. Yeah. I didn't nap today, though. I didn't have time to nap. I wish I had time to nap. No nap today. But I did have a nice little sleep last night, though. So all is good. I just needed a nice little couple of hours. And usually it's a lot easier to be up and going when you got shit to do. John, thank you so much for the super chat, man.
Right now, you got to give it to Fatal Influence.
That's funny, Cora. When you think about Booker, if you're picking both teams, you're never wrong.
Booker's known as a habitual fence sitter.
Belly to back suplex.
Darren G says, wait, are you the Denise CM Punk said hi to while eating a donut? Yes, I am the Denise. The Denise. The hi Denise Denise. Thank you for asking. That was so funny. Epic moment, guys. Epic moment.
For this rivalry, and is now looking at her former friend, former partner, dead in the eye.
And the two-time tag team champions right here in the middle of this.
Oh, nice. Gigi hit her with a good knee there.
Here we go. Here we go.
I noticed you just called me Victor.
I know that's what I said.
Big kick.
I fear that being part of Fatal Influence is kind of taken just a little bit away from Fallon Henley as NXT North American Women's Champion.
On that kick out from
I wonder how it would have hit more if she was, running solo still.
And got lackadaisical, and it may have just cost her team the matchup.
Octopus with no friends says, the high Denise Denise. Yes, the high Denise Denise.
Distraction for the super kick tag.
So
And in
funny.
comes the Women's North American Champion, Fallon Henley. You got to remember this all goes
I still
back
like that CM Punk had iconic LA donuts. Randy's Donuts is very popular out here. So he had the right donuts for a lot of people. And the woman that grabbed the donuts was the woman, because I was sitting in the second row, and the woman in the first row was the Deadline reporter. She was sitting directly in front of me, and I was right behind her, and she was the one that went up to go get herself a donut. It was so funny.
JC Jane at the last possible second, preserving this matchup for Fatal Influence.
Shrine Auditorium, we are live here for New Year's Evil. What a night it has been since the beginning. A new women's champion, a new #1 contender for Fallon Henley's North American women's title. And this 6-woman tag team match has lived up to the expectations.
Not just that. Gigi has been the X factor so far, Vic. She's playing a hell of a role here tonight.
Keep your eyes on Shotzi.
Welcome to the ball pit. It's Shotzi.
Oh, did she pin the champ? She pinned the champion. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
That must feel good for that trio.
I was not expecting her to pin Fallon Henley, though.
Three freaks.
Feel about that.
You gotta love it.
I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love seeing Fallon Henley getting pinned like this.
No regard for herself or her opponent with a senton from the top turnbuckle. Big win for this trio.
Let's see.
Glad they won. I just did not like Fallon Henley being the one taking the pin.
Here on NXT.
I don't know how many Muppets had to lose their life to make Gigi's boots.
Especially since she's going into that match eventually with Stephanie, right? So
What Javon said, well, could barely say because his jaw is wired shut because you broke it.
Ethan Page and Ava have good chemistry with each other.
That moment has played
They're
on
like
every
brother-sister
episode
energy.
of NXT since. But for some reason tonight, big historic episode of NXT, New Year's Evil, Ethan Page is nowhere to be seen.
He's got a point.
Ethan, let me make something very clear. This is my show. This is NXT, and I call the shots. Oh, perfect timing,
Oh,
actually.
Ava, there's nothing perfect about this
Actually,
The Rock's right behind Ethan Page. Oh, we're gonna have an Ethan Page Rock moment. Oh, Paige, you fucked up. Someone cue the you fucked up chance.
Ethan Page.
Correct. Final boss.
That is correct. It's good to meet you.
Great to meet you.
I heard a lot about you.
I hope so.
Well, not all good,
Okay.
but that's okay. I heard that you broke a guy's jaw. Is that right, Ava?
Yes,
Javon's jaw.
Yeah, you deserve it.
All right. Well, payback's going to be a bitch. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
I heard you broke a guy's wrist.
Fingers.
Oh, his
but
fingers.
I'll happily take credit for wrists.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I tell you, as I told everyone today, meeting this NXT roster, and it was awesome meeting them. Every woman, every man, if they need anything, they come to me. If you need anything, you come to me.
I can't imagine going up to The Rock for a favor.
One more thing.
Okay.
I am the final boss, like the final boss. But on this show, NXT, she's the final boss. So, if you and I are going to be cool, and I want us to be cool, then you and her need to be cool. Cool?
Damn. Portion Page got put in his spot.
I hope so. All right.
All right, let's see what Ava Rock moment we got here.
The day that he is on the main roster, I don't have to deal with that anymore. It's been a crazy night. We haven't gotten to talk yet, but you know, NXT is all about moments. I feel like this is a pretty big one. But speaking of that, what are you gonna say?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm gonna say out there. It's crazy. Can you give me some advice?
No one has your record. No one can do what you do. You've been in front of millions of crowds, but you have never been in front of an NXT crowd. Their passion, it's different. So
I hear him.
You might not know what to say. You're gonna get out there, and you're gonna feel exactly what to say.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna feel it, and then I'm gonna say it from the heart, whatever it is. Come on.
That's cute. That's cute. Ava looked a little nervous. I think she like felt like the moment, like, oh shit, I'm on screen with my dad, you know? I think I could feel like a little bit of her nerves coming through on the screen, but it was still like a very sweet moment though to see her with The Rock. So it looks like The Rock's probably going to close out the show, I'm guessing, considering that they keep saying that it's coming out later tonight. So I think he might close out the show, maybe? We'll see. We'll see.
For the Heritage Cup, King and Dempsey.
Enter Buckley says we need an Ava's dad's chance. Oh, we're on commercial break. That commercial break came out of nowhere. These commercials come at weird times, you know? Like we're in the middle of something and they're like, oh, it's commercials. Oh my gosh. Yeah, John Taylor says, I do think it's a cool moment for both of them. Of course, man. Of course. Some nice, you know, father-daughter moments. Brister's like, I literally forgot that's his daughter. And in a good way, right? That's kind of good. You don't always want to think of somebody as being like, oh, that's so-and-so's kid. You want them to be like their own person and have like their own personality and their own reputation and all of that. And that's always going to be hard when your dad is The Rock. When your dad is The Rock. Imagine walking around with The Rock being your dad. Bro, think about the ego some of us would have. Real talk. Real talk. Answer me quick. Answer me honestly. Chat, if The Rock was your dad, would you be walking around with a giant ego? Because I probably would. Not even going to lie. I'd be like, yes, I'm The Rock's daughter. In my dreams, I'd be freaking loaded. Sarah here says that was so cute. I loved it. Let's see what else we got. What everyone's saying. Super Fro says that was funny from The Rock. And M. Durrett agrees with me. Oh, hell yeah. Larry Johnson says he would be very happy if he was The Rock. The Rock was his dad. That's so fun. Let's see. Bastic here says I have the BDE, Big Dwayne energy. That's funny. Tiger Claw came and says, Rock keeps his kids humble by saying, I am rich, you have nothing. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people say that, right? Like, oh, your parents are rich, but you're not. BS. You're rich too. Come on. I don't want to hear none of that. I do not want to hear none of that. Like, you're still rich. Let's see. We got Darren G who says it was an awesome him and his daughter had that interaction. Ender Buckley says would have Pebble as personalized plate. Yeah, seriously, I would. Same. Be like, hi, I'm Little Pebble. Little Pebble over here. Thank you so much to the underdog Nix. It says, loved your interviewing on the Raw post show. It's so crazy. Sometimes I forget how many people actually watch the Raw press conference. Like, excuse me, the press conferences in general. I forget. I don't think I realized like the scope of how many people watch that until the day after. Like, I never think about it in the moment. I never really think about it in the moment. We got King of Strong Style who says the show has been great so far. It's been fun. It's first hour just flew by. Nice little quick hour. John Taylor says, see if you can guess who I am. Hi, Denise. I can't believe that's a thing now. Like, that's a fucking thing now. Who would have thought that? Oh my God. Sometimes when I think about this stuff, I don't think it actually really hits me. Like, it really doesn't hit me. Like, I went from literally waiting in line at Hot Topic in Hollywood in 2011, waiting in line to meet CM Punk at Hot Topic. He was signing in Hollywood, and waiting in line, being so fucking nervous because I was about to meet CM Punk, and then meeting him and having like this very embarrassing fangirl moment, and then to now, like, you know, interviewing him and then getting to ask a question and having like a viral moment. What? I don't know. It's just too crazy to me. It's too crazy to me. We got Bostic DJ. Thank you so much, Bostic, for this generous super chat. Says, Denise popped hard when I heard you ask questions last night. Who's your favorite woman in NXT right now? Who's the best fit for the main roster? So my favorite NXT woman right now is Roxanne Perez. I didn't even realize, honestly, how much I loved Roxanne Perez until the end of the year when I did like end of the year videos. And once I looked at everything that she had done throughout the year, that's actually when I realized how much I liked Roxanne Perez. And I mean, I like everybody else too. I love Soruka. I like Fallon Henley as well. Thea Hale. I like them all of them. Who's the best fit for the main roster right now? I actually think Lola Vice would absolutely kill it on the main roster already. I don't think she should be on NXT that much longer. I think she should go to the main roster. She's somebody that I don't think a lot of people mention her name too much when it comes to that. I don't want to mention the obvious names like Roxanne Perez. I want to mention a little bit less obvious. I think I consider Lola Vice a little less obvious of a name to go to the main roster. So yeah, I'm gonna shout out Lola and Roxanne on that one. Plastic DJ, thank you so much for the channel and for also sending in the super chat. That really means a whole lot to me. Thank you. We got John Stamey who says, Denise, I have a feeling someone is going to interrupt The Rock tonight. Damn, and whoever does it should not. Like, they should not. But yeah, maybe, because what is The Rock going to come out and say? He's going to come out there and be like, yay, NXT. I don't know what's going to happen.
Let me rephrase that.
Maybe Ethan Page. Maybe Ethan Page will have like an in-ring moment where he interrupts The Rock. Maybe The Rock will give his 2 cents to Eddie Thorpe. Maybe he'll bond with Trick Williams or Oba Femi. Whoever comes out winning that championship match, maybe they'll do something there. They can really just do anything. The Rock's on NXT. Like, have fun with it. Let's see what we can get out of it.
This is not what we've seen from Charlie Dempsey in the first.
Thank you so much, John, for the super chat and for asking, or not asking, but saying that someone's going to interrupt.
Here, Ren Sinclair, Bourne Heights, nobody in the corner for Lexis King, and we have seen Mr. Regal there. Of course, his brass knuckles at the center of the controversy surrounding that.
John says, I think The Rock should pluck Jada into $7 and send her to Hollywood. She has too much potential for wrestling. She's great, man. She's great. But here's the thing, though. If she does do very well in wrestling, that could lead to something more. I mean, look at Mercedes Moné. Like, she got to do The Mandalorian. Oh my God, I can't wait till Rhea starts getting like movie roles. I know she's very busy with the WWE right now, but I can't imagine that people are not, wanting to knock on her door and get her into some acting roles. Liv Morgan with the Chucky stuff that she did. I know Jade Cargill is signed to forget the name of the talent agency, but the talent agency that like all the wrestlers are signed to. CM Punk's been doing a lot. He's been doing a lot for several years now, so that's always been something he's interested in. Who else? There's a lot of people that have gotten little roles here and there. Look at MJF. Like, he's another one that's, I think it's what you put into it, how many auditions you go to, how much you put yourself out there. And I think for a lot of people, some of them just maybe do it a little bit more.
Thank you for making my point.
Well, speaking of which, when it comes to Booker's championship,
so yeah, I think some of them just kind of work at it just a little bit more. Maybe they want to do more acting than others. So Yeah, I do hope to see it. Oh my gosh, like Rhea would be so cool and so much shit. She is just like somebody that I can't imagine wouldn't get some cool opportunities. Same with Jade Cargill. Same with Jade Cargill. Like, wow.
When's the last time Morality won a world championship?
Here we go. Here we go.
By the way, we've been watching Charlie Dempsey versus Lexis King.
This matchup because he wants his Heritage Cup back. Who's walking out of Los Angeles champion?
All right, we are going to a commercial break. In the meantime, guys, I need to give some love over to my favorite sponsor, Blue Chew. Are you jobbing now in bed? Do you have dreams of main eventing in the sack? Well, have no fear. Blue Chew is here to help you become the champ. Soon you'll make your babyface comeback and get the finish. Blue Chew is the place to go for chewable versions of sildenafil, tadalafil, vardenafil. These ingredients help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer lasting erections for sexual activity. Woo! The chewable tablets help fight off all forms of ED, which can include performance anxiety and maintaining an erection long enough for sex. A Blue Chew subscription includes a free online consultation, 24/7 medical support, a prescription for chewable, sildenafil, tadalafil, vardenafil, if approved, and discreet delivery straight to your door every month, all from the comfort of your own home at affordable prices. No more in-person doctor visits, no more waiting for appointments, and best of all, no more awkwardness. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to the description box of this video and click on the link and make sure to use the promo code Denise. Please support Blue Chew, guys. They are my favorite sponsor. They put so much they really just, I don't know, they're awesome, guys. Give them some love. Blue Chew promo code Denise. Buy them, use them, and just have a good time. Have a good time. I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for y'all's happiness. All right. Let's see what else we got here and what everyone is saying. I don't think I have games today, by the way, because I didn't have time to make any games. I don't think I do. Let me check. Hold on. What are the chances of me having some leftover games? What is this? Have I done this? Oh, games. Oh, good. I have games. All right. In the next commercial, I'll do some games. I still have that movie game that I was playing with everybody on Raw on Monday. I didn't finish it. Yes, I got games. All right. John Taylor says, do you want to be a do nut instead of a no nut? Blue Chew code Denise. My friends. John Taylor, you win comment of the day. You win comment of the day. I don't even know what to say. All right, guys, don't be a no nut. Be a do nut. And get yourself some Blue Chew promo code Denise. That's wild, John. Thank you so much. Y'all are wild, man. We got Sarah here's like dead. Mike C's like, got her for reals. You know what I also, by the way, do like about watching on Netflix here is that they tell me and how long the commercials are ending. It's great. You know how many times I'm like guessing when I'm watching on the USA Network? Like, I think we got one more commercial. Nope. I love seeing this clock on here. It makes it so much easier. Lewis says, here comes the donut jokes. Wild. I'm never eating a donut the same ever again. Great. We're back here on NXT. All right. We're still on Lexis King and Charles. I know it's Charlie, but I'm going to call him Charles Dempsey.
If Dempsey likes seeing the heartbreak
I probably shouldn't do that because then I'll get used to calling him Charles.
No, Alexis King
and once I get used to calling somebody something, like that's their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
King charging right back in.
That's what I'm talking about, Vic. No break, no rest periods. I think that's going to play in the favor of Lexis King, the star of all television.
Y'all are wild.
Charlie Dempsey, of
Everyone's
course,
like, I'm a
has
do
been
nut.
in these British rounds matches his entire career. Been
Oh
dating
my
back to
gosh.
NXT UK.
Ender Buckley says,
Two-time
does
cup
Netflix do
champion.
picture in picture?
Lexis King trying to hold that cup
No.
up.
They
Officially
do
Northern Lights suplex with a bridge into the
B-roll
coverage
videos.
table.
So they just have like little videos of people posing.
Charlie Dempsey being so good,
They're
and
just
King cannot
doing this.
out-wrestle Dempsey.
It was a silly strategy by Lexis King if he thought he was going to come out here.
And then there's
do
the lower
something
third that
like
says
this to
in different
Charlie Dempsey,
languages,
the
we will be right
submission
back.
master.
So that's what I get here on the
UK
UK stream for Netflix.
That could actually
Thank you so much,
Dempsey, in my
Tanisha
opinion.
Hicks.
This
I
is a guy who
appreciate your
trained in
nice
the dojo in
comment.
Japan. Charlie Dempsey.
Octopus with no friends says, I'll never eat a donut without Blue Chew again.
Used to those rest periods.
Wild.
Heritage Cup
That's
match.
so funny.
Wait a minute. Oh, beautiful.
And again, that was Corey. I'm Vic. I'll continue to coach over the next few weeks. We'll figure it out. We'll get into a rhythm. As Lexis King right now has found his rhythm.
Sony Angel says, I think tonight was the first time in WWE history or you had 3 women's matches in one night in succession. Huh. It was Roxanne, Giulia,
Oh, baby.
the 4-way,
It's
and then the
Vic.
3-on-3. Oh, I didn't even realize it was back to back to back to back. I don't know if that's the first time they've done that, but
Lexis King going all
it doesn't happen too often. But at the same time, we get a lot of women's stuff on NXT. So I feel like maybe we might have seen that before. I don't know. I don't know.
For the first time ever. Sudden death rules. No rounds, no clock, no breaks. One fall to a finish.
Yeah, Carlos V says outside of Evolution. That's true. I love that.
But King navigating his way to the top rope.
That was smart. That was very, very smart by Lexis King.
Oh my god.
A really great observation. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Really, really great observation.
Lexis King just
I'm still
crumbled into a
processing
heap
it.
after the first
I'm
right
literally
hand Dempsey fired off.
processing
That's
right
a great
now.
Observation. And typically in a rounds match, that would have been a knockout. This matchup would have been over.
I think King's out on his feet.
Could just be a matter of time.
I think Alexis King right now is operating on instinct alone, which is admirable, but it does not bode well. Double collision.
And to your point you just said, after another collision like that, look, King can't even get up.
People
for
are
it.
enjoying this.
I know what I'm talking about. Contrary,
I'm
to
kind of
popular
waiting
belief.
for it to like
Yeah, right now, normally we have
kick
a break
into
right now.
another gear.
Look at this
Whoa,
backslide
whoa,
by
whoa, whoa,
Dempsey.
here we go.
Goes down, one
Here we
follow-up
go.
finish, and King rolling free.
Like I said-
Both superstars back up.
I
King charging back in. Oh!
don't know why I'm. Oh no, he had butted his nuts.
Couldn't get out of the way of
Oh,
Dempsey's
bro.
leapfrog attempt. That was incidental.
Not the
contact.
Willy
I agree
Wonka.
with you, Corey. But look at Lexis
'Cause,
King.
you know,
You say it all the time.
he looks like
It's
Willy
about checks.
Wonka.
It's about championships.
Rockabye,
Not the
baby.
Oompa Loompas.
Yes, that could be it.
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
King.
Oh, bro got taken out after getting hit in the Oompa Loompas.
Oh,
Bro. All right, well, Lexis King wins. Oh, he's the new Heritage Cup champ? Yeah. Wow, I'm so out of the loop with the NXT Heritage Cup Championship. I'm like, oh, another new NXT Heritage Cup champion. Sweet. Nice. Don't care about the Heritage Cup.
And what a moment this is for Lexis King. Going back, though, and Corey, you called it.
No, they really took him out like that.
Contact, it's a hazard of the game. The
Sarah G says, how
coordination
often do you do watch-alongs? I'm new. So I normally do them every single Monday for Raw. I started doing them for SmackDown. Today I decided to do it for NXT only because it's a big show. But I pretty much stream post shows or watch-alongs almost every single day except Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays. Depending if there's a really big wrestling show, then I'll stream them too. But I schedule everything in advance, so you will know. Except for this week. This week I didn't schedule nothing in
Before
advance.
you make anything official,
But next week I will.
beat Fallon right in the middle of the ring. So I'd make the case that I'm the #1 contender for the North American title.
That's your point.
Yeah, she does have a point there.
Of the top superstar in that division by myself. No.
What are you trying to say, Stephanie? Yes.
Oh, they're gonna do Stephanie and Shotzi, I think.
And I'll face who's ever left standing. sound of that.
Me too.
Yeah, okay, so
I
Shotzi
like
versus
the sound of that
Stephanie.
too, but I love the sound of it next week, so let's just save it for them.
Aw, bless you, Shotzi, but Stephanie's gonna run circles. She's gonna run circles around her. So Stephanie, Shotzi, and then finally Joe Tessitore. And then finally,
you can catch him Friday on the USA Network alongside
Stephanie and Fallon.
And oh, does he have a great seat for our next matchup here at WWE's
Joe
New
Tessitore,
Year's
guys. He
Evil
looks like my
Theater
uncle. Like,
third
he has the same
championship
smile
match
as my
coming.
uncle. It
There's the men's
trips me out
Survivor
every
took out
time.
Eddy Thorpe
Like, the
earlier
smile that
in
Joe
his quest
Tessitore has,
to become champion.
that's literally how my
Solo
uncle
Femi
smiles. They have like
ready
that.
for battle. We still don't know the
I can't even make
status
that
of Eddy
smile.
Thorpe, but we
Like,
do
it goes
know
in.
Trick
It
is
goes
looking
in.
to retain the NXT
So it really,
Championship
every
on
time
the
I
line
see
in
him, I'm just
moments
like,
here
oh,
live.
my
Sold
uncle.
out in Los Angeles at
Joe
the Shrine
Tessitore is now part of
Auditorium
my family.
at
That's
New
it.
Year's
He's been
Evil.
brought into the Salcedo clan. Oh shit! Main event time already? What? Oh, I love the white gear that Trick Williams has today.
What? Yeah. I like it. Oh yeah, man. That's Trick. That's the champion, dog.
Is he going to be the champion after tonight?
Yeah, so a lot of people
Michael's
kind
on
of
the
saying
line.
like about
Next.
Stephanie's win not meaning anything now after that. I mean, if you wanted to do what you could have done is you could have said, okay, you could have done a bunch of things, right? Because okay, what's her face? Shotzi has a point. She did pin the champion. So she could have had a match. I don't know. They could have done a situation where Fallon faced Shotzi. Winner of that faced the number one contender, but then she's the number one contender, so she should go first because then that defeats the purpose of being number one contender. So technically, it should be Stephanie versus Fallon, and the winner of that going to Shotzi. No, I see what they did. That was the only option. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to have Shotzi. They didn't have to have Shotzi pin the champion. It just stalls the match for another week. That's all it is. Like, they didn't have to do all of this because in any other scenario that you try to move it about, it just ends. Both of them have like flaws in all of the scenarios. All of the options kind of had flaws. So yeah, they just shouldn't have done it, but it is what it is. I guess they just wanted to get in another match for Stephanie. You know what this looks like to me? This seems to me like they wanted Stephanie to have another match before she actually won the title. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And also, I'm assuming that Stephanie's winning the title. But anyways, all right, let me catch up here really quickly on the super chats. We got Andrew Panagiotis. Thank you so much, Andrew. He says, Denise, I like your answer with CM Punk and the donuts. Oh my God. I'm famous now with the donut bit. It's great. Thank you so much, Andrew. I'm so happy that a lot of people found that funny. Everybody was like, oh, that was my favorite CM Punk moment. And so, yeah, it was nice. It was funny. It was very, very funny. Andrew, thank you so much for letting me know and for watching as well. All right. Let me do the games in the meantime, since we have 1 minute and 42 seconds until we come back from commercial break. So let's have some fun. Let's just play some random freaking games here. You know what? I'm not going to do the movie game. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do is this a figure skating move or a pro wrestling move? Now, you guys should all here we go. Fisherman driver. Is it pro wrestling or is it figure skating? Yatiksa, who said, Denise, you have eternal these nuts joke. Oh my gosh. I probably do, huh? I probably do. All right. So everybody here that was saying wrestling, good job, good job, good job to everybody. Good job. A lot of people putting in wrestling. And yeah, I was hoping people got that right. So here we go. The answer is pro wrestling move. All right. So this kind of feels a little easy, right? All right. Let's do the next one. Okay, let's do this one. The Yuna camel spin. Is it a figure skating move or a pro wrestling move? Well, we got 26 seconds. Great, I'm out of water. All right, yes, everybody who is putting skating I feel like this quiz is way too easy. Like, this is baby stuff, right? This is baby stuff because everybody got the answer right. Like, literally everybody. Yes, figure skating move. All right, this is way too easy, guys. Like, way too easy. It doesn't even feel like they're challenging us. All right, but we're back on the show, so we're good.
Everyone standing, Shrine Auditorium,
And
because
also,
it's
I just
time
realized
for the
I
NXT
haven't sent
title
the
to be
stream to
defended at
Shinadu.
WWE New
I am
Year's
doing a
Evil.
post show after this, joined by my good friend Shinadu, who I haven't seen in 2 weeks. I gotta make sure to send him the link. Also, we got David Kaplan here who says, hi, Denise. It was great seeing you at the Netflix show. Did WWE invite you or did you get credentialed? Who did you enjoy interviewing? Thanks. Yeah, so basically how it works is both WWE and NXT were... NXT, oh my gosh, I just called Netflix NXT. WWE and Netflix work together. So basically, like, you go to the event, you're credentialed, which is how I was there, you know, doing the press conference and everything. So that's all through credentials that you get from either WWE or NXT. In this case, it was NXT. Oh my gosh, I keep calling Netflix NXT. What the fuck? I need to take a nap. That's it, guys. My brain is just not all there. In this case, what I was gonna say was Netflix credentialing. Wow, I need to take a nap, guys. I'm done. I'm out here calling Netflix NXT. That's it. I'm done. I'm finished. But yeah. So, who did I enjoy interviewing? Of course, it was great to see Sean. I love seeing Sean all the time. That's always nice. And then Natty was just so great. She was so funny. She was so fun. She was so kind. I also love seeing Tiffany and Ludwig. But I also love Alba and Isla and Lyra. And they're so nice too. So just literally everybody. There's a lot of nice people that are talents. Like, the talent is very kind. And that just makes my job easier. So I can't really pick one person in particular. But yeah, I enjoyed everybody. Thank you so much, David, for asking. Thank you.
And it is for the NXT
Jay Grouse is like Netflix NXT. I also earlier typed in NXT Flicks. Like, yeah, NXT Flicks. I accidentally did that the other day. I think I did that yesterday, last night. Bostic says Denise Donut Skeet Sado. I know you know, you know. Oh, I know. Denise Donut Skeet Sado. Epic. I feel like I need to do more with this donut bit. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll come up with something. Thank you, Bostic. Enjoy your prices. Are you going to the Royal Rumble, Denise? Yes, I'm all booked up. I'm ready to go. I will be there. Hoping to get some good content. It's the Rumble, so I imagine I would. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Rumble, man. I've never been to Indianapolis. It's going to be my first time being there. Don't know what to expect. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I booked everything. I'm all cleared, ready to go. Brister says, are you going to AEW Revolution in LA? Probably. I really like doing the watch-alongs, but I also do like going to the shows. So I'll probably go to the Revolution in LA show. I haven't really decided. I feel like I should because it's 20 minutes away from my house. Like, I live super close to
because he's fighting doubters.
I live super close to oh wait, no. I forgot that the show is happening at the Staples Center. For whatever reason, I'm so used to AEW running the Kia Forum. They always run the Kia Forum. I'm close to the Kia Forum. I'm a little further away from the Staples Center. So, but I will still be going. Most likely. We'll see.
Matchup, but Oba's actions actually also help trick, at least mathematically.
Potentially so. These are the two superstars who both believe they should be the face of NXT.
So, are they going to do like a bit where...
and beyond. Trick Williams has represented the champion.
Because Eddie Thorpe's not out there, is he? So are they going to do a thing where you get the Oba trick match and then Eddy Thorpe just comes out and has his moment?
Because you're looking at these two athletes, these two superstars.
Is that what they're
take to be the guy of the future? In NXT, you face Seth Rollins. In WWE, you face
Cover here by Trick to retain
in a near fall. Who is going to walk out champion? We find out in moments. Look at the size.
All right, we're going to a commercial break. We got 3 minutes and 46 seconds till the show returns. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine. Thank you so much for sending the super chat saying my money is on the black guy winning this match. Lol. Hey, I was like, wait, that does not help at all. That does not help at all in knowing who your prediction is gonna be. Cyclops, thank you for the super chat. All right. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. Part of me wants to see Oba Femi win. I think Oba Femi should win. That's my gut feeling. So I'm gonna go with Oba Femi, but I'm also kind of scared that somehow, some way, we're gonna end up with Eddy Thorpe as NXT champion. I don't think we should do that. And I have a small little inkling of fear that they will. But I also don't think they will because he's not over. And people really like Oba and they really like Trick. But then at the same time, I'm like, what if they do something where both of these guys get called up? So then we're stuck with Eddy Thorpe as a champion. I don't know. I think I'm just being paranoid. So I'm going to go with Oba Femi for sure. I'm going to go with them. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, let me do the games in the meantime while we wait for this commercial to come back. All right, I'm going to do the last one for the figure skater or the wrestling move. I only got one more, so we'll just do this one. Irish whip is it a pro wrestling move or a figure skating move? And I'll probably do the movie ones afterwards because those are probably a little bit more fun than this one. This one stinks. This game sucks. This game sucks ass. No offense, but it sucks. All right, yes, guys, the answer is wrestling. Woo! We all got it right. Woo! Great. There's the answer. Woo! All right, I'm never playing this game again. I thought it was incredibly boring. All right, let me go back to the movie game. So one of the games we were playing last time was Movie Buffs. Can you name 10 out of 10 with these 2024 movies with only one image as a clue? I started this on the Raw watch along, so I'm just going to finish it here. So let's do this. Here we go. What movie is this? I think this is a little bit more fun. Some of these feel easy. Some of these may not. By the way, thank you so much to everybody who's watching on Twitch, on Twitter. Love to see you guys popping up. All right. And yes, the answer that we are looking for here is the Joker movie. So congratulations to everybody who got that. I felt like that one was a pretty easy one too. Yo, they need to make these quizzes harder. All right. Here's the next one. Which movie is this? All right. Maybe this one will be a little harder. Let's see. I'll wait for you guys to send in the answers. Yeah, Teek says my old ass. I watched that movie, by the way, on Amazon. I liked it. I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. I think I was expecting something different. But I did like the movie, though. All right. So if you answered Twisters, Twisters is correct. I've never seen Twisters. Coney, Big G, Zune, Don, Larice, Jay, Mr. Cardinal, Karenga, Emily, James, Darren. A lot of you guys all got this one. All of you guys got this one. Literally. Wow. I'd never even seen Twisters. All right. Here we go. Here's the next one. Which movie is this? I think a lot of these too, even if you haven't seen them, they're sort of like process of elimination because you kind of have an idea. If you have an idea of like one or two of the movies, you can make an educated assumption, an educated guess. All right. If your answer that you chose here was Moana, you are correct. I have seen Moana 1. I have not seen Moana 2. Karenga got that. Big G, Ender, Jay, Sarah, Larice, and Bostic, and we are back on NXT. So I'll put pause to this.
On the line right now, sold out in Los Angeles, and during the break, Oba Femi, who is addicted to dominance, has been dominating this matchup.
All right.
But, well, that's Eddy Thorpe.
Oh, no.
Not at
Oh,
100%, but
my
look, this for the
Netflix app
NXT
suffered a little bit.
Championship.
I was like,
Sold out in Los
no.
Angeles. He's going to do everything he can to get back in this
Mr.
matchup.
Cardinal says seems
And
to
it
be a lot of
appears
sequels
Eddy
this
Thorpe is
year.
on with a steel
Yeah.
You got
Good for you.
one shot at greatness. Eddy Thorpe, could be his one and only shot. Eddy Thorpe is not the guy that's getting a lot of title shots.
Oh!
Take that opportunity when you got it.
Well, an opportunity might have just opened for Trick Williams. It's time to look at tonight's NXT.
What happened to commentary?
Tell you, Trick Williams
Oh,
came
there
out
you
the
go.
box trying to take the fight
I
right
got cut
to
off
the
for a
Eddie
second.
Man
I was like,
strategy,
what?
In my opinion, but you got to fight a fight here tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Big shot.
Rock bottom into the cover. No!
Like Trick and Oba are two fan favorites, you know? They're so different, but people like them. People like Trick as a babyface. People love Oba as a heel.
But as we all know, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. This one continues with the NXT Championship on the line. And look at these two gladiators.
They're just exchanging some strikes now.
Trick Williams truly tested.
Oh, hello.
Oh, big shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oba taken down.
good stuff, Trick. He's fired up, bro.
This deep
He
into
is
the match,
fired
Trick Williams
up.
needs to be looking for the trick shot.
Jumping neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Coming right back up, and look at the strength from Trick
Yeah,
Williams.
he like body slammed Oba like it's
Oh, man,
nothing.
right here in the middle of this ring.
Cyclops is better than Wolverine says, here comes Eddie to do his job and take the pin. I hope so. No offense, but I hope so. I don't think Eddy Thorpe is there yet to be NXT World Champion or to be this match. Like, I wanted to see this match one-on-one. I didn't want to see anybody else involved in this match.
Oh, got caught. And they
Thank
got
you, Cyclops.
hoisted and chopped. That is the dominance of Oba Femi. I mean, look at that rookie year. Became the men's Iron Survivor.
I just got a text from Shinadu, guys. He said Thorpe better not win.
Counter with a DDT, though.
Shinadu's also fearful.
I don't think we've ever seen Oba Femi in this much trouble, Vic. Oh, oh, beautiful.
Trick into the
Yeah, it'd be
cover.
so lame, guys, if like
Oba's
Eddy Thorpe
right
came out and was
shoulder.
like, "Oh, you guys had a great
Just
match. Well,
off
I'm
the mat.
defeating
Wow.
both of you." Oh, I would not have a
Trick is
day.
killing it tonight, Vic.
Would not do that.
Trying to shut all the doubters.
Fans are digging this match, though. Good. Trick's been working.
This indeed is awesome. It's for the NXT Championship. The champion, Trick Williams,
Uppercut
just got
on,
depleted by Oba
Trick.
Femi. And for the second time, will it be the charm? Sit down style.
Good night.
Yeah, there he is. Eddy Thorpe pulls out the referee. He has a chair. Oh, get out of here, Eddie.
With the official ball, get in there and fight.
Oh, I want this.
And he just landed on that chair. Oba Femi took
Okay,
Thorpe out
boots his
earlier,
face.
looking to do it again.
Okay, chop.
And this
Cool.
now is officially, as it was earlier, a triple threat match. I mean, boom, things just turning upside down. Massive spine buster.
Talking about turning it up.
All right, Trick's watching on the outside. I can see him.
And again, triple threat rules. Trick Williams does not need to be factored in the decision to lose the title. His first reign ended in a fatal four-way. He knew the risk when he asked for this matchup. Thorpe fought back somehow here. He's standing, but maybe not for long.
Oh, there comes Trick.
Trick shot! Trick shot!
Oh, near fall. Okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
All right, so now we're getting all three of them in here. All right, where are we going with
The
this?
exact same way as you
What's
do,
gonna
from
happen? Y'all are
unfamiliar
giving me
territory.
anxiety.
The trick shot usually gets the job done.
I either
But
want
Oba
Trick to
Femi,
retain or
no
Oba to
competitor.
win. Those are the only two acceptable options. Those are the only two. Oh, Eddy Thorpe's about to hit Trick with the chair, I think. Yup.
He connected with Thorpe.
Wait,
but
no.
connected
He
with
ended up
the
getting
chair.
Thorpe with the chair.
Oh, from
Oh, is Oba winning here? 1, 2, 3. Yes! Oba! champion. Oh, Oba. Yes, Oba. Fucking deserved. Good for him, man. Good for him. Oh shit! So we had the two titles changed hands on NXT today. Yes, Oba. Woo! I'm so happy for him. Oh my gosh! All right, guys, hold on. I got a tweet. Hold on.
But Eddy Thorpe made his presence
Oba
known,
Femi.
returning to this match. We thought he was wiped out earlier.
I am
tonight.
so happy for
That
him.
was the trick shot. Cora,
We
he
are
caught
now
it
in the
and we
Oba
needed to
Femi
look for it.
era.
He did put Oba Femi down. Second time would not be the charm. He'd run into Eddy Thorpe in that steel chair, and then bam, that fall from grace for the second time. Oba Femi.
Nice.
Dominance continues in NXT.
So we saw two titles change hands here today, and The Rock still has to come out.
The reign of the ruler.
Like, what
has
is this
begun.
life?
It's a new era. It's a new time. Congratulations.
Ooh, I have to
to
screenshot
our
that.
new NXT champions.
Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm multitasking at the moment. Hold on. What an image, though, with both Giulia and Oba Femi
Prepare to be
holding up their
electrified.
titles.
The people's champion, the great one, the final boss.
Oh, and The Rock still has to
is
come
live.
out. Of course, I mentioned that like 500
New
times.
Year's Evil.
What the hell? Sorry, guys. Hold on. My Facebook is being silly. Hold on. Technical difficulties. My Facebook's not working. Why is my Facebook not working? What the? All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to refresh. Facebook's being silly. Hold on. All right, let me try again. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to post on Facebook here really quickly, but it's not working for whatever reason. And it's driving me crazy. Sorry. Oh, hold on. Multitasking at the moment. Wow. Okay. Yeet! Come on, please work. Please work. Okay, it finally went through. And I swear to God, if that thing's sent twice, I'm going to be pissed because then I'm going to look stupid. All right. All right, we're all good. Let me read everybody's reaction here and see what everyone's saying about everything that just went down in this moment. We got, oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that Lexis King also won, but it was the Heritage Cup champion, guys. Let's be real. No one cares about the Heritage Cup Championship on NXT. Jay Mosco mentions the new champs. And to prove my point, if it was like a big deal, they would have had him go out there too with both of the champions right now when all the confettis and the fireworks and everything was happening. We got Paul Morales here who says, just heard your response to my super chat. Thank you. Sending you lots of love, Paul. Lots and lots of love. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine who says, Oba looks like he can beat Thanos in a fist fight. Yeah. Like legit, like this is what like I want to see, and I know we've mentioned this before in the past, but I want to see Oba Femi go on a Gunther reign. I want to see him be like that guy, the one that's so freaking scary of, oh my God, no one's gonna be able to beat him. That's what I want to see. That's the kind of run I want to see for Oba Femi. I want him to be just like scary as all hell. So by the time that his time comes to come to the main roster, he comes in where, you know, his reputation precedes him a little bit, and people are going to be talking about him and maybe they'll talk about him the same way that they talked about Gunther when he went up to the main roster. So I would love to see them make someone like that on NXT. And then, hey, now it looks like Trick Williams. Now we're all going to be wondering, is Trick Williams going to the main roster? It feels like we're all going to be anticipating that. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says Oba Femi, the first man to ever win the title in their title match for winning the Iron Survivor match. Sheldon's been keeping us up to date with all of the fun facts. And yes, that is true. So congratulations to Oba Femi for winning the Iron Survivor and then finally getting himself that freaking world championship. So congratulations to Oba Femi. Good stuff, Sheldon.
Both teams eyeing up the gold. Who will stake claim to being the number one contender?
For everybody asking, oh, thank you, Mike. He just asked me about my Facebook. Go follow my Facebook. My Facebook's finally, Facebook is just, I have a love-hate relationship with the app because they're very, well, next week we're going to see Nathan Frazier and Axton versus OTM, the NXT Tag Team titles. Okay.
Here on NXT.
I was waiting to see if they announced any other matches. And then we obviously know we're getting Shotzi and Stephanie. They announced that earlier. Okay, it's time for The Rock. Go to Denise Salcedo on Facebook. That's where you guys can find me on the app. All right, here we go, guys. The Rock's about to come Also, Paul Morales says, new NXT champion, Oba Femi. Oba effing Femi. Let's effing go. Exactly. Thank you, Paul. Come on, Rock. Let's go. I'm ready for it. What are they saying? What? No.
He's cooking.
That if you smell moment just always gets you. Oh, that looks really cool, actually. I love everybody's phones are out, getting pictures. There he is. The Rock with his little goosebump thing that he does. He really be getting goosebumps every single time. But imagine you're The Rock and every time you walk into the room, everyone's like, you know, that kind of a reaction. God, can't imagine that. And everyone freaks out when you enter the room. Mike Kowinski's like, Shawn Michaels comes down and super kicks him. That's funny. The guy's celebrating because he had the hat. Pro wrestling is real. Oh, that's great. I'm so, wow, like, Rock noticed that. He noticed all these little details in the fans. Sometimes you think, like, they might not notice, like, these little details of what somebody's wearing because of the moment. You're so caught up. But he noticed it. Noticed the hat, noticed the shirt. It's very cool. Everyone always loses their shit when The Rock comes out. Yeah, Tiksa was like 10 minutes left for a Rock promo. Yeah, that's true. Woo, thank you so much. Mike C says, just added you on Facebook and liked about the last 20 posts. Also, you didn't double the Oba one. Thank you so much for letting me know. And yes, spam my Facebook page with likes, guys. I was just saying that it's a love-hate relationship between me and Facebook. When they love me, it's oh so good. When they hate me, it's terrible. And they were hating me like for a whole month. Oh, for a whole month, bro. They weren't showing my content to anybody. I was getting like 1 to 2 likes on every post. Mind you, I have like 65,000 followers. And I'm like, why aren't they showing my freaking posts to people? It was so frustrating, but I finally broke through and they seem to be showing my posts now. So hopefully that stays the same, but they could do a little bit better with promoting my stuff. So yeah, it's a love-hate relationship between me and Facebook. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine, who says his final boss higher ranking than the tribal chief. I don't know. I think so. Because the final boss is the final boss. Nothing is more final than final. So I would say the final boss is the higher ranking than the tribal chief. I'm going to go with final boss. All right, let's see what The Rock has to say. I wonder if he's going to, like, just talk to the people, you know, get everyone excited, or if he's going to make any announcements or anything like that. Rock in NXT feels like a PS5 game. Finally. The Rock says finally The Rock has come back to Los Angeles. He was just there last night. Oh, you never know what to expect with The Rock.
And I love you. Thank you. Chills all over my body.
Why are they muting on Netflix?
Crazy. Okay.
Or did the sound just go out?
Woo! Man.
I think this might be just like 7 minutes of the crowd cheering for The Rock and The Rock being like, yeah.
Me emotional up in this thing. I'm not... All right.
Yeah, I know they're still on cable, but I feel like the Netflix people should be getting the unedited version, you know?
Right now. Here we go. It's okay.
They should be getting the rated R for rated M for mature version, not the I'm on the CW version.
The Rock has got a lot of nicknames. I go by the People's Champ, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, the sexiest man alive.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was people's sexiest man alive a few years ago.
And most proudly, the jabroni beating.
I don't know. I think The Rock's most proud of being the sexiest man alive.
Electric, iconic, owns all the stock. The final boss, the People's Champ, The Rock. All right, I need you guys to help me out. I mean, you guys clearly feel it. You feel it. I feel you. I need you guys to help me out with something. So this time last year, The Rock, the final boss, everywhere I went, every gym, every restaurant, every church, every strip club, the same thing. I heard the same thing.
Strip club.
Why are you so mean to Cody? Don't be mean to Cody. Cody's got to finish his story. Don't be mean.
Oh, he's about to mention the Cody crybabies.
Later, last night, Netflix, Raw. Woo! Yes. An amazing night we had, electrifying night, a historic night. Last night, The Rock wanted to give props to Cody, give him his flowers. He's been kicking ass. He has been kicking ass.
I'm glad he didn't mention the Cody crybabies today.
And then what did they say? You can't be nice to Cody.
Oh, that's true.
Cody. Don't drink
I did see that.
Cody. Oh. At the end of the day, let us all remind them that The Rock is the final boss, thinking 20 steps ahead. So the best thing for them to do is to know their role, shut their mouth, and enjoy the ride that The Rock is taking them on. Heard that.
Rox's just fucking vibing right now.
Now, rowdy crowd right here. It says we got about 2 minutes left. It says we got 2 minutes. And look, I'm saying, look, they say we got 2 minutes. I'm like, we're going to go all night. Oh, they're sweating. It's okay. It's okay. All right. I'm sorry for the language. Here's the thing. The truth is, I knew that I was coming to NXT a couple of weeks ago. I talked to Nick Khan and Triple H, and I said, let me come to NXT. We're in the Intuit Dome on Monday. Let me go to NXT on Tuesday. What do you think? They're like, it's a great idea. But the thing is, I didn't know what to say. Right? So
I can't imagine The Rock being lost for words.
I talked to Ava backstage. She said, you're going to go out there and you're going to feel this crowd. Let this crowd inform you, and you're going to know what to say. So here's the thing. I love you back, and I appreciate that. But I want to tell you something that's very important. The main thing I want to do is to come out here, and I want to tell you thank you. And I'll tell you why. Because going to the Intuit Dome last night, Raw, Netflix, that's the sexy ticket. That's a ticket, right? Like, hey, go. You'll see celebrities. You'll see all the stars
that's true.
of the WWE. You'll see stars, celebrities. You'll see them all. That's the one that you have to go to. NXT, the Shrine here in Los Angeles. This is what you want to go to.
Oh, nice. Putting over the hardcore fans for showing up to NXT. That's nice. I vibe with that. That's cool. It's true. Like, all those people that went to the NXT show, like, they're hardcore.
Let me tell you something. I got chills. Chills can't stop.
He's got chills. They're multiplying.
You have to go to that show, but you want to come to this show. Okay? It's easy to go to the place that has all the stars. And it's not easy to go to the place.
Not really. The tickets were really expensive.
And that's what I want to tell you. I need to let you know that every single one of you, how important you are, how critical you are to this whole thing, okay? Because here's the thing. Those guys back there, those girls and guys who are working their ass off, they come out here in 3 years. Who knows? They could be the main event at WrestleMania.
Yep. We just saw a recent one. Tiffany Stratton, Women's World Champion, WWE Women's Champion.
As you know, in 3 years, they could be out of the business. But here's what it depends on. Whether you boo or whether you cheer, it all depends on how you react. I have been down this road. I wrestled in Memphis as Flex Kavana. I know, most wrestling name of all time. I know what it's like, but I know what it's like to depend on the crowd. I want you to know you matter more than anything. I am here. Look, my job takes me away to a lot of places. I will always come back home.
Oh, that's nice.
WWE NXT, I love you. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Nice. That was nice, guys. Honestly, look, it wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it was just a nice, like, reassurance that, hey, you know, NXT has a very devoted and hardcore fan base, and this is a reminder of really just that being a hardcore fan base. So let's see what else. But yeah, he basically made it all the way till the end. Closed out. The Rock's a pro, guys. He knows his time cues. He knows how much time they got. We got to the ending of it. He kind of rushed it, but that was there. Like, he was basically just going and making an appearance. And that was cool for the fans to, you know, see The Rock. And a lot of the people got to see The Rock for the very first time. So that was kind of awesome. And we got Cyclops is better than Wolverine, who says Rock is a chill guy just here for the vibes, nothing else. The chills. That's like the thing that he always does. Yeah, that's always fun to see. But yeah, he's a chill guy just out here vibing. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do a quick post show. I'm waiting for Chinadu to pop in, and as soon as Chinadu pops in, we'll go ahead and get the night started and get into our post show. And hopefully he gets in here pretty quickly, because if not, I'm going to stall for some time. But I do need to turn on the lights, everyone. So give me a second to turn on. Should I turn on the lights? Yeah, I'm going to turn on the lights. I'm going to turn on the lights. Let's do this. Alrighty. So no, they finished out on the Netflix stream. The Rock didn't get cut off on the Netflix stream. He probably got cut off on the CW cable stream. But yeah, it seems like everything worked out fine over on the Netflix side of things. So yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. Go ahead and send in some thoughts. I'm going to stall until Chinadu comes in. As soon as Chinadu comes in, we'll go ahead and get the party started. Also, actually, I'll use this as an opportunity right now to promote some stuff. If you guys haven't already, I posted 6 interviews up here on the channel. The one that I think you guys will really like is the one that I did with Tiffany Stratton and Ludwig Kaiser. She talks about cashing in the money in the bank. She talks about, winning the title. She talks about how she first met Ludwig Kaiser, how they started dating. Kind of a fun story. The story was way better than anything I had anticipated with that. So check that one out. I thought the interview with Natty was really great. She's so eloquent in the way she talks and the way that she spoke about, having been with the company now for 18 years, celebrating her 18-year anniversary. I thought that was absolutely massive. So check those out. And then, of course, all of the pressers and all of that is up there too. I posted clips in case you guys just want to get the shorts and you want things in bite-sized information. You guys can do the shorts and whatnot. And then also the Raw live experience review is also up. But we got Chinadu in the house. Chinadu, it's been forever. I haven't seen you all year.
It's been a long time since last year, Denise. I've missed y'all so much. It has been quite the time since we've been live together on NXT, but we're back though. I'm happy to be here.
I know. I like the look that you have going, by the way. You remind me of Shawn Michaels out here with your little cowboy hat.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Well, that's like my that's my Shawn Michaels voice. I'm sorry.
Shawn. Shawn Michaels?
I know I do Shawn.
Sounds like a regular cowboy.
It does. Heartbreak kid. I can't do it.
Stop. I was gonna say you're disrespecting the great name of Shawn Michaels.
I'm sorry, Shawn. I'm sorry.
He's gonna be like, is that what I sound like? Oh, all this time and no one told me. Oh man. Alrighty, guys, let's get to it. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, 0. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling. It is January 7th, and finally, Den and Chin are back to cover NXT. We were gone for the last 2 weeks. I hope you guys missed us. And we were gone due to the holidays, but of course, New Year's Evil. We had to be here. We have to kick it off with a bang. That's why Chinadu's got the hat. But we're here. We're here to talk about New Year's Evil, and there's quite a bit to get into on today's show. But first and foremost, Chinadu, how are you? And did you have a good time watching tonight's show?
I had quite a great time watching tonight. This is a very great show. I was sad at times. I have my thoughts.
I know why you're sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a silver lining. We'll get to it in a second.
Yes, we will.
Alrighty, everyone. So let's get to it. You know what? Let's just kick it off right then and there. Chinadu's little heart is breaking. I felt a little sad too when Roxanne Perez dropped the title to Giulia. And the reason why I felt a little sad was because, I was thinking of just all of these year-end videos that I did, Chinadu. I was going over the best moments, the best matches on NXT, and so many of them was Roxanne Perez. Like, Roxanne Perez legitimately had a great year. She had a great year because she had so many big matches, so many big moments. She really proved herself as NXT Women's Champion. But here's the thing, though. That big year that she had, is probably leading her over to the main roster. So even though we're a little sad, oh my God, her reign is over, she did a whole lot, and now we may be seeing her in new horizons. Now, she has appeared in the Royal Rumble before, she has wrestled on Raw before, but she hasn't had the official leap into the main roster, right?
The leap.
So the leap. We have not seen Roxanne make the leap. Maybe she will. I feel like a lot of people are anticipating that for her, and for another person, which we'll be talking about in just a second, Trick Williams. But let's get there. Let's start there. Chinadu, how'd you feel about Roxanne dropping the title to Giulia?
I was sad about it. You know, Roxanne is one of my forever champions to me, so she can be as long as she wants to be. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for tuning in. My apologies. I fed my son. I see my son's dinner right there on my shirt right there. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking right there. I was like, wow, there it is right there. That is sweet potato and apple, ladies and gentlemen.
No one noticed.
I noticed. I noticed immediately, and I guarantee her from the chat, like I can't stop looking at it for the rest of the show. I can't I may switch shirts in a second.
Out?
Cause I saw it, I was like, "What is that? Is that a lint? What is?" I'm sorry, guys, but this is sweet potato and apple, guys. Sorry about that. But yes, Roxanne did lose the match. I was sad about it. However, the silver linings was what you said. This is gonna pretty much catapult her to the main roster. I mean, she's pretty much done everything there is to do on NXT. They're not gonna put her in the women's North American title picture. That will be a step down from her development. So the next step is the main roster. My guess is Raw. Is my guess though, but I'm excited that she's going to be moving on soon. To me, this means she's moving on in the next couple weeks. Like, this means she's going to appear in the Rumble and then she's on Raw. To me, I hope that's how it goes. I don't want her to wait till after Sand deliver. I'll send her up right now because there's nothing else for her to do on NXT besides be the champion to me. So call her up right now. Roxanne, Roxy, Carla, you the homie. You already know. Row Nation out here in H-Town. Well, she's from Laredo, though. But, you know, it's all about Texas out here, man. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? But we love you, Roxanne, man. I hope you have a great run that main roster. All I got to say. But congrats to Giulia. I'm looking forward to her reign. It was a great match. Don't want to take anything away from that, though. That was an exciting match. Good back and forth. I hate that Cora Jade got involved. I wanted to be one-on-one. I didn't want no shenanigans for me, though. I wanted to win clean.
It didn't take too much away from the match, though. I thought it was fine. Like, the way that it went down, she basically just broke up the count.
I agree. But to me, in my heart, I wanted to be the one-on-one because there was so much talk behind it. I just wanted to be that, though. But it didn't deter from it at all, for me, though. But overall, it was a very, very good match. And congrats to Giulia. I'm excited to see who she feuds with next. What person is going to step up to be her challenger? It has to be a top heel, in my opinion, though. So my guess is,
Who would be a good one? I was going to say
Jada Parker. There we go.
I was going to say your girl, Jada Parker. I think a lot of people would love that. But you know she's going to be fed to Giulia, though. And then your heart's going to break again, Chinadu. I know you're thinking Jada Parker, yay, fireworks, stars, and rainbows and joy. But if it's Jada Parker, she's being fed to Giulia. Because Giulia's not going to be dropping the title anytime soon. Like, people have been anticipating Giulia to be the NXT Women's Champion before she even got to the company. People were expecting her to defeat Roxanne Perez. So it's going to be a minute. I'm curious to see how different her reign is going to be from Roxanne Perez's, because I did think Roxanne Perez killed him, man. I've just been thinking of like the big moments that she has had, and I can't stop thinking about the work that she did with Jordan Grace. I can't stop thinking about that match that she did with Thea Hale. You mentioned your girl Jada Parker, Lola Vice. I mean, there were just so many that she did as champion. She really, really went through that roster and she killed it, man. I felt like she did get a lot of criticism in the beginning where people were like, oh yeah, Roxanne Perez, she can't be a heel. She can't be a heel. But I really feel like she came out and she delivered and she grew as a champion. And now hopefully we do see her, reap those rewards of proving herself on the show. Now, as for Giulia, I'm curious to see like what we're going to get from her as champion. It's going to feel totally different having Giulia as champion because she's, very different from Roxanne Perez. And so I'm excited to see what different type of matches we get, what different type of storylines we get from Giulia. So I feel like that within itself is the intriguing portion of it all.
First of all, at the very beginning, I want to say you was breaking my heart, man, because I hate when you You know, someone with the feature argument with stunning facts and like everything. I was
I
like,
just
wow, she's so
bursted your
right.
bubble. I know. I'm
She
so
did.
sorry.
If y'all go back and
I
see
tend
my
to do
face, it's
that.
like she's destroyed my entire Jada Parker world. I was like, wow, that's true. That's also true. And that's also a good point. And that's probably gonna happen. And it made me so sad. I was like,
Don't worry, Jada Parker will get her moment, Chin. Like, you're not the only person who loves and is advocating for Jada Parker. And when you have so many people love and advocating for someone, the people behind the scenes, they see that shit. Like, there's a reason why Jada Parker has gotten this far, not just for herself, but because the people at NXT have allowed her the opportunity to be able to show herself, and she's brought her A game. And so it's been a nice, balance.
That's very true. Her and Lola Vice, I felt they've had like a Rock Triple H like feud. Like those two, you can tell those two, mainstay players in the future though. But I've just been worried though, because the past few weeks I haven't seen Jada on TV or anything prominent though. She got the win over Maddie. What is her name?
Maddie Renkowski. No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Why did you do that to me? Why did you do that to me?
Because I started saying Maddie Renkowski. That's not her name.
Ren Sinclair.
Yes, Ren Sinclair.
Yeah, I finally
Yes.
gotten used to calling her Ren Sinclair. And now you just hit me back with the Maddie bomb again. And for those of you who are new to the show, I kept calling Ren Sinclair Maddie Renkowski because that is her indie name right before she came into the WWE. And so I've been stuck on the freaking name forever. And I finally broke out of it. And now Chinadu brought me back.
I'm sorry, because at first I had in my head, I was like, but Maddie, that's the den effect, y'all. She put it in my head, y'all, to get it messed up though. But I was concerned because she hadn't had any solid like follow-up following the loss to Lola Vice in the past few weeks though. And I still haven't seen a new program or anything or few develop yet though. But like you said, I'm confident that she's built so much up that they have something for her going into it. Maybe a Rumble appearance is what I'm hoping for, honestly.
Oh, I mean, look, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It really isn't. Even if they're not planning on calling her up right now, even if they're not planning on that, she can still have a Rumble appearance and people would be very excited. But we'll see what they do right now. It kind of feels, I mean, come on, we're about to talk about The Rock being on NXT. The Rock being on NXT. Let's be real. We've gotten The Undertaker on NXT. We've gotten CM Punk on NXT. It kind of feels like we're in a place where anything can happen.
That is very true, by the way, too. And I have thoughts about The Rock on here. By the way, I just like how he just casually said, I'm being NXT tomorrow night, guys. He just said it casually on Raw, like it was no big deal. This is firepower, y'all. NXT can book The Rock now, y'all. This is insane. Insane.
So before we get to The Rock, I do want to get into another big moment that happened on the show. So first of all, congratulations to Giulia. Excited to see what she does and hoping, fingers crossed, that Roxanne Perez makes her way over to the main roster, right? But let's talk about Oba Femi and Trick Williams. And I guess you can also say Eddy Thorpe. Kind of. He was okay. So make what you will. Make what you will. So this was originally supposed to be a one-on-one match between Trick and Oba. And I was like, woo, great. So then we took our 2 weeks off, right, for the holidays. And all of a sudden I go on the news and I see the results. And I'm like, Eddy Thorpe's been added to this match. What happened? I'm like, I guess Eddy Thorpe's in this. And I thought, like, that's terrible. Why would they do that? Like, you had such a great main event. Why would you add Eddy Thorpe to this, right? That's what I was thinking. But whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to go into the show. I'm going to enjoy it, have a good time, and see what happens. So Eddy Thorpe did this bit earlier on the night where he had gotten attacked. And of course, a lot of us are thinking, okay, it's the boy who cried wolf, because the first time he got quote unquote attacked, it was a fake attack that he did to get himself a matchup, and no one ever even attacked him. So then he kind of did the same thing again today. They didn't ever review if anyone actually attacked him, by the way. They didn't, right? They didn't actually say if he did it, if he got attacked, or he just made believe, because to me it seems like he made believe again, but whatever. So he ends up, we started the match with just Trick and Oba, and they're having their match. They're freaking killing it. Like, this is the match that we want. But then, of course, at one point, Eddy Thorpe comes in. He comes in with the chair. And then from there on, we start to get, it turns into a triple threat match. So he just goes in whenever he pleases, I guess. And so we get this back and forth where there was a moment where I thought there is a real opportunity where we can see Trick Williams and Oba Femi go over to the main roster. And I was kind of scared, Chin, that we were going to end up in a situation where Eddy Thorpe would be champion, because no offense, but he's not there yet. And I was kind of worried. And I thought, you know what? You're going against your better judgment because you know Obafemi is going to win. But I still doubted that they were actually going to do it. I doubted it. But when they had Obafemi actually win, Chin, I lost it. I was like, yes, I am so freaking happy for Obafemi. This was the right call. And I also want to ask you, do you feel so sad still that he lost the NXT North American Championship now? Because you were bummed out about that for like 2 months.
I honestly, I'm sad that Trick lost. He again too is one of them people. He can be champion as long as he wants, man. Like Trick got that sauce, got that swag. He has that star power charisma, and I felt like he was the top guy. So like there wasn't anybody else that I felt could hold the title. But then the Nigerian side of me too, man. Looking at Oba, I wanted Oba Femi for Halloween. I was Chen Femi. All right, I wanted him for Halloween. Like, that's my guy, Oba. And they do the ho. He's over. I realized it too. The crowd likes it. It was a good match. He has the look of a dominant champion and the skill set and the mic skills. And honestly, like I feel like he was the first person that they built up as a true, real threat to Trick. And so I felt it was justified that he beat him on that first exchange. Because the way he presented himself, like the way he spoke about it, like he even, I believe he said this earlier. He said, "You're champion because I allowed you to be champion." That is so impactful in that I feel like that had to kind of foreshadow him winning it on the first shot. Because there's no way you can like go back and like win in the second try. But no, he had to be dominant from the start. It had to show complete dominance, and the fact that I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've only let you have it just because you entertained me. Now that I lost my goal, I want yours, and he got it. And I like the way he did it. I felt they still kept Trick strong for the most part. You know, they threw in Eddy Thorpe. Because again, Eddy Thorpe, I think I texted you before the match ended. I was like, Eddy Thorpe.
Yeah, I read your text on the watch along, so everyone knows. Because I was
yeah, good, y'all.
Okay. I was saying the same thing. I was like, please do not let this happen. You know, you knew they weren't. Let's be realistic. We knew they weren't, but there was just that of fear of what if.
Yes,
but
yes.
I still don't think they needed Eddy Thorpe in this match. Like, no one was gonna think any less of Trick Williams if he lost cleanly to Obafemi. Nobody. I'm sorry. That's not gonna take away from Trick Williams to me.
No, honestly, it wouldn't have for me too, because Obafemi's been booked to be so dominant for so long. I think he's had what maybe 2-3 losses in the past year. He hadn't had that many.
It was really I think it was just really like whatever losses he had that I forgot about early in the year, and then of course the loss to Tony D.
Yeah, and even then, like Tony D had to have a whole Rocky storyline to get it together to beat this man. So Rocky, I feel it was good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Oba's reign as a champion. I'm looking forward to his first promo. And I feel with these champions we have, I'm looking forward to seeing who steps up first. Who's going to be the first challenger? And I feel like I still kind of don't know, but I'm looking forward to that opening promo when he comes out, what he says. I want to see how Trick responds. I don't know if they're going to put Trick back in the title picture or if this is also Trick's swan song too. What do you think?
I feel like it has to be, right? Because Trick Williams is also in a position where he is so good on the microphone and he's got that star power, as much as star power as someone can get on NXT. And I think that he should be going to the main roster too. And I feel like right now they want to make Raw and SmackDown feel a lot bigger, right? And in order to make it feel a lot bigger, you want to add these new fresh faces so you get these fresh feuds. And right now everything feels new. Everything from the channels to Netflix to all of these changes that WWE is making. How do you not put more NXT talent on the main roster than maybe prior years? Instead of sprinkling like 6 talents, you do 12 or whatever. I'm just throwing out some outrageous number, or maybe it's not outrageous, I don't know, but I do feel like we are going to see more NXT talent go to the main roster this year than maybe in the last like 3 years or so.
I definitely agree. Now that Raw and SmackDown are both 3 hours, and you have the transfer portal storyline, so we can easily put them on these shows very quickly. And I'm not saying pair him with Carmelo or have them feud, whatever though, but there are things Trick can already do, and programs he can be in right at the gate. I want him immediately to me in like either the US title picture or the IC title picture. That's just me. You know, I want him to already be booked.
LA Knight and Trick Williams on the mic.
Oh my goodness.
Right now, when you said US title, I thought about it right away. I was like, wait a minute, LA Knight and Trick Williams.
SmackDown, send Denise a check, SmackDown. We just you just gave them a 5-week storyline at minimum of good promos and good matches. Send her a check, SmackDown. Because that ain't watching, send her a check. If we see this program on SmackDown, excuse me, sir, excuse me, can you give Denise a check, please? I'll be right there.
I'll take it. I need the money. I'll take it. Give me the check. Yeah. I was gonna say, by the way, are you seeing my lights flash at all? No, right? I swear to God, I feel like my lights are flashing in this room and it's throwing me off every time. But regardless, if the light goes out for whatever reason, I'll come back. All right. I'm just a little bit nervous about my lighting. Okay. So anyways, as I was saying though, here's what I want though with Oba Femi. I was saying this on my watch along, but I truly, and I know we've talked about this before, I truly want him to have a Gunther type of reign. I want him to be like this almighty, powerful, I'm just going to kill. That's exactly what I want. And based off of your reaction, I can tell that's exactly what you want to. But guys like Oba Femi, you got to book in a specific type of way. And I think the best way is dominance. It's that simple. You don't ever get tired of people like that. Like, no one ever gets tired of someone being so freaking strong in the ring and so menacing in that fashion. You just don't get tired of it. It's fun to see. And I remember when Gunther went into the main roster, he had all of this hype. Even if you had never seen Gunther wrestle, you probably had heard of him simply because his reputation completely preceded him. And so I want to see something like that for Oba Femi, where like people that don't even watch NXT, if they hear, oh, hey, Oba Femi's coming to the main roster, they're going to be like, oh shit, I heard about this guy. I heard this guy's a killer. That's what I want them to do right now on NXT with Oba Femi from now until it comes for his time to get called up, because this could be a short reign, Chin. This could be a short reign. We may be seeing Trick Williams go up early in the year to the main roster, and we could be seeing Oba Femi go up, during after WrestleMania. Like that could be a thing.
It honestly very well could be. I do love the big man champion that you said earlier. Like guys like Gunther, they make the power bomb feel powerful again. Like when you see Gunther do a power bomb in your mind, it's over. Usually it's usually like a transition move or something like that, but he's so dominant in his abilities and his effectiveness so that he made that look like a devastating move once again, though. And I feel the same way about Oba Femi. He makes a clothesline or a big boot look like that is it. That guy is dead, okay? And that's what I want to see from Oba. I want him to tear apart this man, like the entire men's roster. I want Ethan Page to get like all of them. Ethan Page, Wesley.
I'm not going to save any one of them. All of them. Feed them to Oba Femi.
Every single one of them. Please feed him. What is his name? It's not Sean Spears. Please listen. Come out. Do a promo, dude. Do a dickhead promo and destroy him. Be awesome, man.
You know what's funny? This reminds me of, those like beliefs where people say like, oh, if you sacrifice someone to the gods, you will get something in return, right? I feel like, and you got to pick somebody to sacrifice. I feel like you would pick Sean Spears. Like, this is the guy we're going to sacrifice so that the gods can bring down some rain on us or something crazy like that.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, he's the perfect person. Because look, Sean Spears' character is complete poop. All right. It's just an annoying character. There's no direction. He keeps talking. He doesn't win. He has a group of people who are following him for no reason. He's never been champion, never been main champion anyway, to my knowledge, though. But at the same time, to give him a compliment, Sean Spears is good in that ring also, too, guys. So it will still be a really good match as well. I feel Sean will know how to like work as the person, just kind of come from behind of Oba's dominance. He'll make him look really good in that ring. It'll be a good match because I know I make fun of him a lot though, but Sean Spears really is a good wrestler.
Bro, Sean Spears is gonna come and take your ass out at some point. But
yeah, I know. Listen, because Sean inboxed me. Because he inboxed me, he's like, "Hey man, I saw the show." I was like, "Listen, man, relax."
Wait, for a second, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, Sean Spears, yeah, like, inbox me. He's like, listen, man, I saw the show, man. He said Denise is cool, man. You better watch. I was like, listen, man.
I don't know, bro. He might take me out just from freaking association.
I mean, he might, man. He might whoop your ass with my ass. So we gotta be careful out here, man. We mess around and make these people mad. Sean, I'm just kidding, man. These are only jokes, okay? I'm just kidding. But I want to see Oba have a dominant reign. Great matches, though. But like as you said too, that they have 3 hours to fill, and I'll be real, like they kind of need the space. With as many women on that roster that are rising, that are just as over as the men, they kind of need to clear out space. And so, yeah. Trick going, I see for sure. Oba, I hope not. But
but with Oba and Trick gone from the main roster, I'm sorry, from NXT, dude, it's gonna be slim pickings on the NXT men's side of things, like slim freaking pickings. So people gotta step up. In the meantime, we gotta get into some super chats. So here we go. This is from Sarah here, who says Trick and Roxanne main roster now through transfer window. Question mark. Also, I fractured my tailbone and it hurts to lay down. Thank you for the smile, guys. Sarah, I can't believe you fractured your tailbone. Oh my God. That sounds horrible. I've never had that, but I'm like, you need your tailbone, to sit down and stuff. Sarah, hopefully it's not that serious and you can recover it really quickly and, continue about your day. And yeah, here's the other thing though, that Sarah did mention, by the way, about the transfer portal window. There is a situation where you could see these acts on the main roster and also on NXT, because if you recall, I believe Michael Cole said that NXT was part of the talent transfer window.
Yeah, they are. They are. So you very well could see them on there. And kind of think about it too. Lash Legends getting called up there. They're an item, and I know they kind of like to keep couples together these days. So hey, I mean, all the more reason to call them on up. By the way, Sarah, sorry about the tailbone. I know that's important. It's in the song. Tailbones connect to the some bone. So I know it's important. It's very important though. So we wishing you a speed recovery, Sarah. Thanks for super chat, man. Much love.
We got Luis Arturo Mendez who says, love the fact that The Rock put over NXT. That was probably, I think, the best part. Like, you can tell he legitimately wasn't lying when he said he didn't have anything planned for that, because he really didn't have anything planned. It was really just, I'm going to talk with everybody and talk with everybody on NXT. We'll get to The Rock more in just a second. We got the dead man here, Paul Morales, who says, Chinadu coming on camera looking like Darius Rucker. Chin, you're a superstar. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, Roxanne, the first woman to win the title for winning Iron Survivor, loses to the second woman to win their title for winning Iron Survivor, Giulia. Oba becomes the first man to win the title for winning Iron Survivor. Yes, that's a fun fact that Sheldon shared earlier on the watch along as well. Your boy, Oba Femi, bro, the first dude to ever win Iron Survivor and then go on and actually win the title. That's pretty huge, man. Like, they believe in him, and eventually somebody from the men's Iron Survivor had to get that win, or else it was just going to be like, you might be cursed if you don't get it. But no, because I remember also what's his face, Grayson Waller, he ended up going to the main roster. So that was one thing. And then Trick Williams, he won the Iron Survivor, right? Was him who won the first one, right?
I believe so. First of all, the fact that Grayson Waller was in NXT, y'all, that was a thing. All right, that happened at some point in time, y'all. That's crazy to even think about.
I'll let you handle that. Chin, your internet's out. Oh, you're back.
I'm back.
You're good. You're back. You're good.
All right, cool.
Okay, so we got Will Chisholm here who says, we got Rock on NXT before Roman. Crazy work. That is fucking wild. I didn't even think about it like that. Will, thank you so much for pointing that out. We got Chinadu. Oh, good. Chinadu, I'm supposed to be paying you. He says, just showing up love to the hardest working girl in wrestling news. Chin, you have no idea how much this means to me. I know I say thank you all the time, but I truly, truly fucking mean it. Oh wow! F word
that's realness right there, man. I appreciate it too, and I truly appreciate you guys. And by the way, that's why I was typing earlier like this. Whatever, it's hard. Super chats are hard to type in because they put words in for you. Okay, I didn't want to put showing up. I didn't want to put showing up. I'm not trying.
They were auto correcting you.
Yeah, like crazy. Okay, I was all correcting. My daughter was calling me, so I was trying to look over here. I was like, "What's going on?" I texting my wife, hey, little one okay? Yeah, she's okay in here, whatever. Look down the shirt. I'm like, again, the sweet potato and apple is still there. Okay, it's a lot going on over here. Okay, so make sure that though. But this platform, the DWO, you guys are so awesome to hang out with on Tuesdays. So, I mean, absolutely, it is an honor to really support you, man. You truly do work very, very hard. All right. She was at Netflix, y'all. She could have gone home, gone to sleep. She still made content. All right. A thorough one. I watched it. It was a good one, too. Good review on it. Had the pictures. You know how much editing? Listen, y'all, you know how much editing this stuff is.
I know. I was thought to myself, I was almost not gonna put the pictures up because I was like, why are you trying so hard? Just get that shit up there. I was like, just get that shit up there. But then I was like, but then I heard my good girl voice. I had this little angel and this little devil, right? Like last night at 1:40 a.m. Okay. I had the angel telling me, put some pictures, this is a cute little review, put some pictures so that the viewers enjoy the video more. Then I had the devil going, you're tired, you're exhausted, just put the freaking video up. And I listened to the little angel and I put the pictures.
Yeah,
it took at least an extra half hour to do that.
Like that extra effort, and I know the viewers, I'm not expecting y'all to understand all this stuff, y'all, though. I'm not trying to put that on y'all though, but that's how much extra work it takes for those small things you see in videos. She does this on a frequent basis, pretty much all by herself, though, man. So, like, for real, like, much love to you, Denise, man. You were the homie, for real, all right? Fearless leader out here. And Speak Now Pro Wrestling, all right? Best faction in the fucking land. Also me cussing. I got my kid in there. Freaking, I said fuzzing. I said fuzzing.
Everywhere. New year, new year, same old us. All right, we got Jared who says, WWE ID Mia Friday, please. I haven't seen any recent WWE ID people. It seems like they put a pause on that for like a second. Because I remember when it first started, it was like, this person's being ID'd, this person being ID'd, but now they're so busy and preoccupied with a bunch of other stuff that I haven't seen any new ID'd people.
That's true. So, like I got my friends over at Reality Wrestling. We were talking about it for a while though, but it's just kind of stopped. We haven't talked.
Kind of seemed like it died down a little bit. The buzz.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cheesesteak59 with a generous super chat. Thank you so much, Cheesesteak59. He says, Happy New Year. I thought this NXT show was a better wrestling show than WWE Netflix. Too many commercials, though. It's so funny because last night, actually, this is a perfect time to bring this up. Triple H in that presser was talking about how, and I know this because I'm guilty about this too, where I'll be here, I'll doing my watch-alongs and I'll be chatting with the chat and we're like, there's too many commercials. Why is there more commercials today? There's got to be more commercials today. Triple H officially confirmed there is the same amount of commercials on every freaking show, which makes a lot of sense. Obviously, we should have known that. We should have counted. But he said that basically there are certain shows where it feels like there's a lot more, and that's on them for not doing the ins and outs out of the commercials good enough. Where it's like, if people are complaining about there being too much commercials, no, that was just on them for not, I guess, making it better. The transitions in and out of commercial. Yeah, he's confirmed it last night. Same exact amount of commercials.
Listen, y'all, Triple H said, that's too damn bad. We gonna make this money. I ain't mad. Hey, listen, I'd put more commercials in, okay? It's gonna be more logos in that ring. Michael Cole got a logo on his blazer. Corey Grace got one cut in his hair. Everywhere, man. We make this money, man. Shout out to Paul, man. Triple H, make that bread. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad.
We got thank you, Cheesesteak. We got Kenty here who says Raw and NXT are already on fire. So excited to see what's coming next. Happy New Year, Denise and Chinadu. Thank you so much, Kenty. I'm excited too. There just feels like there's a lot of energy in the air. And being at Intuit Dome, I spoke a lot about this at the review that I did. But dude, I have never felt energy like that. And I might like, it's hard to say, right? Because I've been to a lot of shows and the shows get so crazy, right? But this was different. It just felt different. It really, really did feel like it was an expansion of WWE. Like that's exactly what it felt like. And people were lit, man. They were so excited. Everybody behind me in my section was like losing their shit. I sat in front of some girl. There was a girl behind me. She was having the best freaking time. She was yelling and screaming and just having the best time. And that was cool to see because I love hearing what other people think. And I over listen to some people's conversations. I'm nosy like that, Chin. I listen to people's conversations at shows. Because I use it for market research. I'm like, whatever these people say is, they're probably having the same conversation that the people across the freaking building are probably having. And when they're talking about the wrestling and whatnot, I like to hear what they say so that I can have a better idea of what it is that the public thinks, right? So yeah, so I do listen to people's conversations. Kenty, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Cheesesteak59 who also says Denise is closing in on 200,000 subscribers. Yeah. So last night really helped me out a lot. I gained 1,000 subscribers in less than 24 hours. So that was very fucking nice. It's been a while since my channel has moved like that. It's been a minute. So yeah, I was so happy about that. So thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel. It's new or regular and trying to get closer to that 200K goal. So we'll see if it happens. We got Anthony Giuliano who says, Denise, when are you going to hire a team to help you? When I can afford them. When I can afford them. Well, we'll try to get there, guys. We'll try to get there. Baby steps, baby steps. Thank you, Anthony. But I do have some help, of course. Shout out to Kyler, by the way, who you guys know mods here. He helps out with clips and stuff a whole lot too. So I want to give some credit to Kyler as well. All right, but let's keep this going. Let's go ahead and get into The Rock because we got The Rock here on NXT. Wild to even think about. He had a backstage interaction with Ethan Page, basically told them he's got to get in line and respect Ava. She's the final boss in NXT because, you know, Ava and Ethan Page are always beefing with one another. And so then he had a moment with Ava and it was kind of cute. You know, of course, father-daughter having their first, you know, on-screen moment together. That was nice. And then it was just basically her like she was giving The Rock advice on what to say because he said he didn't know what to say. And then he goes out there and I firmly believe that he didn't know what to say because he went out there and it was just basically a nice appearance. He put over the NXT crowd. This is what I love to do. He brought up a really good point, right? He said WWE Raw, the Netflix premiere, that's the show that everyone went because that was the show to be at, right? Like that was the popular show. That one's the one with all of the stars and all of these big things happening on the show. But NXT, like you guys chose to be here. Basically, it's saying like you guys are the hardcore audience and you are, you know, the core. And so I thought that was really cool for him to put over NXT like that because part of what made NXT and the Black and Gold brand so special was the spirit that NXT had, where yes, it was part of the WWE, but it was under this umbrella where NXT felt so different to Raw and SmackDown that it had its own spirit, its own authenticity. And so I feel like you've been wanting, I feel like the new NXT fan base isn't necessarily as passionate as the way the Black and Gold fan base was, but I do think they are getting there and they have grown so much more passionate throughout this year. And I feel like The Rock coming out and saying that was a really cool gesture, especially for all the people that were there, man. Like all those people today at the Shrine, how many of them probably got to see The Rock for the very first time? That's a fucking cool thing. And so for me, I thought that it was nice for him just to go out there, make an appearance, put over the brand, and really, again, have that moment with Ava and give NXT a little extra of a rub on the show. So I liked it. I honestly thought this was harmless.
I liked it too. I know there are some of our wrestling enthusiasts they're kind of upset because they want him to, stay in character as the final boss, kind of be that bad. That bad guy part, that bad guy character though. But however, in the business part of me gets it 100%. You need Dwayne Johnson, you need The Rock, you need that goodwill on the mic who the people guarantee will love. Good guy or bad guy. When he does If You Smell, everybody's doing it. He raises the eyebrow, he does the goosebumps. Even when he's a bad guy, he beat up Cody, and that next SmackDown, he still got cheered. All right. Yeah. This is how he still got cheered. He's over. So I loved it. I really believe he did not know what he was going to say. Like the fact he broke the fourth, fifth, sixth, fourth wall, fifth wall, eighth wall, 16th wall. Okay. He broke all this or whatever. He's cussing, all that stuff. That boy was saying, man, we're going to keep going all night. I was like, Rock, you can't do that, man. Like the news is coming on in like 3 minutes, man. You got to hurry up. The fact he just kept going. The news is going to be on, bro. No matter what you say. And when it said, if you smell what The Rock is, did it cut off for you too? Right there?
I was watching on Netflix, so mine didn't cut off. I heard when the smell of The Rock is cooking. I got the cooking and a pause, and they closed out the show normally on Netflix.
Now, see, for me, I watched it on on YouTube TV on CW. In my mind, I forgot. I didn't even realize you could watch NXT on Netflix. I thought it was just Raw.
Only international. Only international.
Okay.
I use the VPN.
Ah,
I use the VPN. Because remember when I was going through? That's
That's
the big
right.
thing that I need to tell you. I told everybody on the watch along because remember I couldn't watch NXT here. Like it was just very hard for me to watch on the CW. So now that they put NXT for the international people on Netflix, I can use a VPN and I can watch on Netflix normally. So today was the first day of the CW era that I watched NXT where I can actually see the wrestlers perfectly. Because before I've been watching everybody all pixelated and with pauses. People would punch and it would pause midair. They would skip sequences of matches because I couldn't. The buffering was so bad. So I can finally enjoy NXT like a normal person. So I'm very, very thrilled about that.
First of all, VPN, send Denise a check for that great promo. Okay, that was real customer testimony. Everybody send Denise checks, y'all. SmackDown VPN, send this money. Okay, that's a great ad right there. Y'all tag VPN to people in the comments, tell them to send Denise some money, man. That was a good ad right there because I may have to do that myself because, like, literally, when The Rock did that, I was so upset. I was like, bro, because I know the production truck was selling Rock. You gotta rap. I know they was selling on that. He's like, I'm gonna keep on going, man. We just keep on talking, man. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up in Miami, I was like, Rock, you got 15 seconds. Let me tell you something, man.
I was thinking about that when he started going back like this nostalgic route. I was like, I'm trusting The Rock. Like, he knows what he's doing. So for me, I didn't know that he ran out of time because I couldn't see that from my broadcast. Like, my broadcast, he finished out smoothly, like completely smoothly.
Definitely ran out of time. But to me, I still loved it. I love that he came out as the Rock character. I love that he kind of like poked fun at his criticisms of people like, you can't be mean to Cody. And now he's nice. You can't be nice to Cody. I like that he did that. And he also put in hints that he will be going back in the character very soon. He said, I'm 20 steps ahead, guys. That part right there, I was like, okay, that's all I need. If I was critiquing it, because I was anyway, but if I was, that's all you need right there. Don't worry, guys. I'm 20 steps ahead. Okay. Because he's the boss, y'all. Remember, he's still in charge, y'all. He's a boss now, so he still has to tote the company line, smile, do all those things, and I feel he gave the best goodwill you could give to NXT tonight. I loved it, the great promo. I had my criticisms though because a part of me felt if it was anybody but The Rock, I was like that could have opened the show, and then the world title was the show.
Yeah.
It feels anybody but The Rock, but since it is The Rock, main event. Yep, that's.
I thought he was going to open the show when they showed him arriving to the building. I thought they would do like a walkthrough type of thing. They didn't end up doing that, but I did think they were going to do that for a second. But we got a super chat here from Nico LaFleur. Thank you, LaFleur. Oh, it's really nice. Nico, thank you, LaFleur. That's nice. That's fancy.
Shot a dodgeball.
Nico says, that third row at NXT tonight. Ren Sinclair's crowd work at ringside is great. She's a star. Hashtag main character energy. All right, I gotta tell you, that says a lot because the fact that you were on NXT tonight and the first thing you're mentioning is Ren Sinclair meant that she left an impact on you. She made an impact on you. Whatever she did worked. And I mean, you could have came on here and you could have brought up Roxanne. You could have brought up The Rock. You could have brought up a bunch of people, but you brought up Ren. I think that's great, man. So thank you, Nico. I hope you had an awesome time today at NXT. It looks like you did. It looked like the show was really good. And third row, not too shabby, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Very good,
we got
Nico.
We got Roman Reigns here who says Vanessa Hudgens on the podcast soon. Oh, I'm trying. Don't worry. I've tried. I'm trying. I have a lot of my. No, I don't know her, but I'm still trying.
I was going to say, listen, don't tell me.
I don't know anybody, but I try with everybody.
Yeah. Listen, now I'm not gonna let Denise do that. I'm not gonna let Denise try to be modest like that. First of all, CM Punk said, "Hey Denise," with a mouthful of donut. Hey Denise, you know people. We ain't even gonna do that. CM Punk said that. Hey Denise. What?
It ended up going viral. That was great. It's like now I have like a moment, like this is so great. I was so happy about that. It's so cool. Thank you, Roman. Anthony Giuliano says, when you hit 200K, you should get a big superstar interview for a celebration of your channel. Maybe Cena, Rock, Triple H could be a great video. I would love to. It doesn't really like work that way though. It's really hard to get those big interviews and like, it doesn't matter. How do I say this? Like how do I say this? they don't necessarily, yeah, it's like a big celebration for me to get 200K, but it doesn't automatically guarantee, oh, hey, now you get to interview this person or you get to interview that person. It's just, you always have to be like climbing and climbing and climbing, trying to get those big opportunities, and they'll eventually come, but they come in when you least expect it. So I will definitely, I don't know what I'm going to do to celebrate 200K, to be honest, but I will try to find some sort of way to celebrate. But Anthony, thank you for believing in the Shmee and believing in the channel enough for that to happen. Stephen Marchuli says Oba needs a long reign up to NXT to find that next big up and comer to take him down. Javon ? I can't buy that. I can't buy that. I think whoever eventually takes down Oba Femi has to be like believable. I think it's got to be the second Trick Williams. Whoever the second Trick Williams is going to be, or the next Trick Williams, that's who I can see eventually taking the title off of Oba. But there's no one right now on the men's roster that I can honestly say, oh, I would expect him to take the title off of Oba.
There is nobody right now. It's because with Javon right now, as much as I love Javon right now, he's currently on wearing braces right now. So he ain't doing nothing right now. He's like baby. Kanye in that first album.
Yeah, like a man shouldn't do. Until he's presented like a man, I can't get there.
Yeah, to me, and I think, and like this is just in my opinion, because he's in great shape. This dude is a phenomenal shape. Give him a beard, 15 more pounds of muscle, he in there. Even though he don't have to do it though, but I know that's what they would probably tell him though, based on what they want to look like. But I mean, to me, he does present like a kid though, not in an offensive way though, but because you need that to connect with the new CW audience though, because that's who they're trying to target. They're on CW, you know what I mean? So I do get it, but like you said, so he's very young. I wouldn't believe it. Although I did want Wesley to be heel, I still feel they can tweak that, make that better. Who I would have thought.
I also don't believe Wesley being able to be a real challenge for Oba Femi.
Yeah, maybe a face Wesley. It'd have been a good challenger, a good face Wesley though, coming from behind though. But right now, there's really
see it right now.
I'm trying to think who could. There really isn't anybody. Not Ethan Page, not Sean Spears, not Hank or Tank. There's nobody. Is there?
I was going to say, Angel here says Ricky Starks. I mean, if Ricky Starks does eventually go to NXT, I'm going to be rooting for Ricky Starks. I'm going to be rooting for him so hard. But right now, it just doesn't seem like there's anybody. Kyron Wright, I know this is a joke. He says Ridge Holland.
No, hey, come on. Hey, look. I'm out of here, man. I mean, but
that's the topic though. NXT's got to build some more dudes on the show so that we can get rocking over here. Stephen Martrulli, thank you so much for the super chat, and your honestly your question really brought up a big giant point, which we kind of already knew, of course, that the men's roster is very slim, but we don't want Oba's reign to be boring because he doesn't have good challengers, right? So hopefully we get some good stuff. And hopefully we do see, some people that we're still expecting to like show up to NXT, like everybody that's finished off with their TNA stuff. I know, Josh Alexander, somebody everybody's been talking about. That would be fucking phenomenal. Don't even get me started. I'm not even going to mention it just because I'm going to get my hopes up, but like that would be great. That would add so much. I don't know when Joe Hendry is eventually going to go back to NXT, but when he does, that's another name. But really, I'm counting on all of these outsider names instead of people within the within NXT. But then again, also I'm trying to think like the NXT has other people that we still haven't seen on the show yet. Right. So I imagine that at some point they'll start to build up some of those people, maybe slowly introduce them into the show. Hopefully.
Oro Menza. There we go. Boom.
Oro Menza still needs some work, in my opinion. Still needs some work to get to that point. But yeah, that's another possibility for sure. He's probably the closest right now.
I mean, because yeah.
All right, we'll keep it going. We got Saif Din Super here who says NXT doesn't need Corey Graves. Our commentary is good. Wacky Booker T and straight man Vic is all I need. Booker T was wild in today. When he was doing commentary for the 4-way for the women, dude, there was one point where he was just like, I don't even know what sounds he was making, but I'm pretty sure they were like inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
He was just vibing. Saif done super. Thank you so much for the super chat, man, and sending in your opinion. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, funny how The Rock cared more about trying to steal the main event of WrestleMania last year than his daughter joining a cult. Hashtag deadbeat dad. Yeah, let's not forget that Ava was with the Schism not too long ago, and she was doing all these like weird cult stuff.
We will never forget the Schism, okay? Never, because that was we were discussing this. We were like, what's going on with Rock's daughter? Ava Rain? No, don't do this. No. Your dad's The Rock. Don't do that though.
Right.
So very good point. Very good point, Sleaze Boy. By the way,
All right.
the Rock's hairstyle was amazing tonight. Okay, his hair was on point tonight. All right, I was inspired.
We got Will Chisholm here who says, thank you, by the way, Sleaze Boy. We got Will Chisholm here who says, I see what WWE is doing. All 3 bands have new women's champions. Yes, they do. Giulia, Rhea, Tiffany, all of them. You love to see it. Will, thank you so much for the super chat. And let's go ahead and get into the more of the women's stuff that went down here. So Stephanie Vaquer defeated Kelani, Jordan, Cora, Jade, and Lola Vice. This was a fun match. So this was to determine the new #1 contender for the NXT North American Women's Championship. Dude, I thought they freaking killed it. Like, this was just a carousel of every single girl going in there, getting their moment to shine and all of that. However, I kind of want to combine this with the next match that we saw, though, because we did see a match between Gigi Dolin, Tatum Paxley, and Shotzi, defeating Fatal Influences, Fallon Henley, who is the NXT North American Women's Champion, JC Jane, and Jasmine Nix. And the reason I'm combining these two is because Shotzi got the win for her team, but she pinned Fallon Henley. So even though Stephanie Vaquer is the #1 contender to the title, now because Shotzi has a win over Fallon Henley, now Shotzi is in the running for this too. So what they did is now we're going to see Stephanie and Shotzi have a match, and then whoever wins that is going to go on to face Fallon Henley, which kind of seems like a little bit too much, but I think that they just kind of want to have Stephanie to have another match under her belt before I'm assuming she's going to win the NXT North American Women's Championship. I honestly think she should, because I feel like they kind of, I didn't love seeing Fallon Henley today get beat the way that she did, take the pin. I didn't think it was the right call to make. Clearly they made it so that she could have the match with Shotzi, but, I don't know. I just haven't been feeling that. So I think Stephanie Vaquer should get a run with that.
I do understand why they did it though for Stephanie though, but the wrestling fan in me was like, so do they want Stephanie to turn heel? Because I'll be so mad. Like, first of all, I don't care who Shotzi pinned. All right, I won the #1 contender match. That was the match that I was just in. That I just beat 3 other people for. She just pinned somebody. It was a six-man tag. Doesn't mean. So I would have been so mad. What do you mean? Wrestle again? For what? To me, I'd have been very upset by that though. Because like if I'm Stephanie, I'm mad. So I'm not like, well, it's okay. I'll just prove it again. Fuck that. Okay. I won the match. Screw this girl. Even though Shotzi, we love you. I'm just saying this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? F off Shotzi. This is my match. That's how I would have felt if I'm Stephanie.
Yeah, honestly, I know that was a lot of points that people were bringing up. Like, she's the #1 contender for a reason. And now you guys are going about it this direction. I didn't think they had to do it, but they did it. And that's where we're at now. And so now we're getting the match. Whether you agree with the outcome or not. But yeah, I feel like Stephanie Vaquer is her time is coming. It's what it feels like. Because she's been very, very impressive in the ring. She's been just such a pleasure to watch. This match, this 4-way that we saw with the women was so much fun. I really enjoyed what we saw there. But last but not least, we only got one more thing to get into for NXT, and that was Lexis King defeating Charlie Dempsey for the Heritage Cup champion. Fine match. Happy to see Lexis King get the win here. He's somebody that has been sort of just toiling around on the NXT roster. Doesn't really feel like this has probably been the biggest thing that has happened to him on the show. Now, everyone here knows I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't give a damn about the Heritage Cup championship. It's just not my thing. It's my least favorite thing on the show each and every single time. So I'm like, yay, congratulations. You won the Heritage Cup champion. Cool. Thumbs up. Chinadu. Do you feel differently about this?
No, I feel the exact same way. I was never into the Heritage Cup. I halfway knew what the rules were kind of. You know, it's just like, okay, so we have to, you know, sometimes like kind of how we knew the rules were like.
Yeah. They had to explain it every time. We're slow around here. We're slow, everyone.
I was like, okay, but again, you know, I love Lexis King. I love his repackage. I want him to get pushed more though. So I thought this is this up in the right direction. To me, this feels like when Matt Hardy won the European title. Like, oh, okay, you know, okay, well, hey, you have gold technically, you know, but is it really, you know? But technically, yes, though. But yes, yeah, I'm happy for Lexis King. That's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah. That's pretty much it. By the way, guys, the sweet potato apple is gone. By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed that, man. Gone. Okay, how did he do that?
Ate it throughout the show.
You'll have to watch the video back to see how I did. Okay, rewatch, gang. There you go. That's how you double the view. We'll go back and rewatch it and see what I did there. If you can find it, let us know in the comments below if you can catch when I did it. And yeah.
Alrighty, everyone. We got one more super chat here from Will Chisholm who says, I think Kelani cost Stephanie. Whoa, sorry, I had to sneeze, but it went away. All right, so Will Chisholm says, could you see? I was like trying to like think about it. I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Will Chisholm says, I think Kelani cost Stephanie the match, and that's her turning heel because fans love Stephanie Vaquer. Yes, I know, Will. I know, Trinity, you have been wanting to see what Will just mentioned here right now, which is Kelani turning heel. You have been advocating this for like months now at this point, but do you think that she cost Stephanie the match here?
I think so. First of all, I want to say that I love how they have all these characters, although they can be friends and friendly backstage. In this ring, I love how they emphasize every woman for herself. I mean, they was taking cheap shots. Lola laid it in on Stephanie. I was like, I thought they were friends. Okay, I was like, this is very aggressive. So I like that they have that mentality to them. I felt that way too. I did feel that, I do, because I want Kelani to turn heel. You know what I've said a long time. Give her a nasty little bust. Oh. A sugar Peruvian, give her a good little silk press with the with the Aaliyah bang right there. Give her some glasses. And then she like, it's not even about dressing like sexy like that. Have her dress like 90s heel Shawn Michaels, cool jumpsuits, cool things like that. And she come out there and be a complete dick. I would love it. Kelani, if you watch it, love it.
Well, thank you so much for the super chat. Alrighty, everyone. That was it. That was NXT New Year's Evil. If you enjoyed this post show, moving forward, of course, Shouldn't Do What I will be here each and every single Tuesday to chat some NXT. Coming up this week, this Wednesday, tomorrow, Reg and I will be here for our AEW Dynamite post show. Saturday, I was skipping Friday. Friday, I will be here for SmackDown. So come join us here with me and Robin. Guys, I'm exhausted. And then Saturday, I may or may not be covering Collision. I'll keep you guys posted on that. It kind of just depends on how everything's going. But also, please make sure to check out the content from WWE and Netflix's premiere here on the channel. All of the interviews, the pressers, check those out. Tons of shorts that are up right now on the channel. And Shouldn't Do, what do you got going on?
First and foremost, the Am I Your Age Mate tour is kicking off February 28th in Fort Worth, Texas at Big Lab Comedy Club. Tickets will be available tomorrow out in Fort Worth. Hope you guys enjoy it. Overall, my main thing is support this channel, guys. Denise is on her way to 200K subscribers. Hardest working girl I know in wrestling news. I genuinely mean this. She is a good friend of mine. Support her. Show her love. Watch all the videos, all the content. It's great content, and it's daily content, y'all. She's made the commitment to daily content, y'all. I do daily content myself. I do like skits and things like that. She's doing full editing, things like that, graphics, overlays, lower thirds, all that shit. Okay, hard work out here. Okay, so show her love and watch all the things. Don't be a dick. Give it a click. By the way, I want to thank The Rock for inspiring me for my new hairstyle. What do you guys think? I went ahead and shaved the thing down. What do you guys like the bowl? What do y'all like the?
It looks good, Jen. Honestly, it looks very smooth. Actually, I thought you had a filter on your head. I'm like, you got a filter? What's going on up there? It's super smooth. I was gonna say, I've never seen a head like that. Oh my gosh.
My friend said. my friend said I look like a black ass Megamind. I was like, come on, don't do me like that, dog. Wait a minute. I thought I looked good.
I do love me Megamind, by the way. Shout out to Megamind. Just run with it, Shin. Just run with it. We got Lawrence Ross here who says, I wonder why you didn't have a watchmaking yesterday. Glad you got several questions. Oh, yes, the watch along. Yes, that's why I didn't do the watch along yesterday, guys. I was at the show. So that's the reason why. Yeah. Lawrence, thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you for coming in and looking for me. I appreciate that. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this NXT New Year's Evil review, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.